This one will do.
Do it. I always get the syrup all over me gloves.
Get on with it.
I think he's read all those.
Shut up, Snoopy. Just give me the torch. Right of the fire, he said.
That's it. Look, it's all worn at the edge, here. It must be a catch. Oh, blimey.
Good thing we brought our friend here along, innit? We'd have been here all night with that lot. Right, light him up, Snoopy.
You may be champion of the track, but no one can resist the white heat of Norman Conquest persuasion for long.
Miss Everard, the car's simply not for sale. I just told Mr. Bosworth Field as much.
Bosworth Field, that imposter? He's not content with appropriating my style. He's even given himself a bogus moniker in imitation of yours truly. I'd dearly like to meet that character face to face.
He made an offer for the special.
This is where I roll up my sleeves then, JJ. I've not come all the way down to Bournemouth to go back home on the train. I've got to have this car, and I'll bet her any offer Bosworth Field might have made.
You did say you were going to buy her for me, didn't you, Norman?
For you, Miss Everard.
Pixie, I've a feeling we're about to make a breakthrough.
It's blooming heavy. I don't think we've cut a big enough hole. Blimey. He's up by the car.
Don't you move!
What did you do that for? You gone and plugged him?
You swine!
He ain't dead, Rose.
Shut it, now you've told him me name! Car! In the car!
Someone's shooting at us.
Just drive!
I can't steer proper, the tyre!
Put your bleeding foot down!
And Bonnie Langford as Pixie in Blonde for Danger. Adapted for radio by Guy Fithen from the book by Barclay Gray. Blonde for Danger.
See what this Pace Special can do.
Poor old JJ. He looked as though he'd been pummeled. She's a beauty, desperado.
And she's all yours, funny face.
Norman.
Right. Home to Underneath the Arches, Pixie. Let's set the Bournemouth to London record. There's hardly any difference between this car and Thunderbolt 2 that Pace broke the world speed record in at Bonneville Flats. I don't think he'd ever have sold it to us if he hadn't been in need of some readies to finish off his next record-breaking... Look out! I'll see what's happened.
It's okay.
Don't try to get up. Take it steady.
Oh, my ankle. The damn thing feels...
I'm so sorry.
No, it's my fault, miss. I don't know how you managed to miss me. I've got to get over to Baxter's Yard. I'm going to be late.
By the look of this ankle, you're not going to be going anywhere for a while.
I've got to. The midnight special has to go out on time. It's never once been late.
Midnight what?
The midnight special. It's by truck. Bournemouth to London and back every night. Leaves loaded up at midnight for London and gets back to Bournemouth with another load by breakfast. Here, put me down.
Now tell Pixie how we get to Baxter's Yard, and while she's driving us over there, you can tell me the route you take to London. Your ankle's busted. You're not driving anywhere.
I think I know what's coming next. Fred. She's almost the same colour as that rather handsome Italian's race car. Oh, and look, desperado. There's even a sweet little living room back here behind the cab I can ride in.
Fred, what I don't understand is why it's so vital.
That she goes out on time? I've built this business up from nothing, sir. People around here use me now because I'm fast. Faster than anyone else, even the railways half the time. But that could change just as quick if people felt they couldn't count on me to be reliable.
Good for you, Fred.
In that case, I'd better get going.
Fred, do you think it would be all right for me to hang on here until Mr. Conquest gets back?
Of course. But, sir, well, do you think you can handle the special, sir? She's not like any ordinary truck.
Dad, this is Mr. Conquest, you know, Norman Conquest from the papers, who smashed the Black Ring, and, well, if I trust anyone to drive the special up to London and back safe, sir, it's you.
I'll do my level best, Fred.
That's it, sir, and on to Finkelbaum's at the back of Victoria Station, and don't forget to stop at Ma Orton's roadside calf before you get to Basingstoke. She'll have a cuppa waiting for you.
I suppose it's a bit rich coming from me, but drive carefully, desperado.
Don't like the twisty bits much, do we? It helps to keep the rubber bits on the road, I found. Hope there aren't any eggs on board tonight. Hello? What's that in the road? Dead sheep? Well. These curves don't belong on four legs. Nice pulse. Something tricky. Hell and blast that old number. That's my truck! Just a word, brother! Get loose, damn ya! Oh, wanna play, eh? Right, out you come! What kind of a mug do you take me for anyway? Try to steal my truck! Stick this, brother! Courtesy begets courtesy, as they say. That's better. Now we've got rid of the Boy Scout's friend, we'll see what we can do with that ugly pan of yours. Things always happen to me. Now what?
How many did you run over?
Listen, brother.
Take it easy. It's just that when I come across a chap with mud all over him, a cut across his cheek and a pool of blood under his lorry.
Blood under... So that's where the other one got you. Look, there's no sense in making a mystery out of all this. I didn't run over anybody. It was a hold-up. They pulled the old girl in the road stunt. Where the devil did she go, anyway?
Nice work.
Not bad. Do you think that other one's dead?
Let's drag him out from under there and see, shall we? What?
That's it. Careful. It's loaded. I didn't even get to hit him.
I wonder why he crawled under the lorry.
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. Now, I'll trouble you to give me that gun, because I shall want to give it to the cops when I get to Winchester and report all this.
Nothing in the cab?
Listen, pal, just for information, I'm getting rapidly fed up. This is my lorry, and I've been held up by a blonde and a couple of thugs, and now...
Yes, and where is this woman you mentioned? Easy, my card. Superintendent H.G. Watling, Hampshire Constabulary, Winchester Division.
Damn it, man, you might have said...
I simply wanted to hear your version of what happened before you realized you were talking to the police. Now, I'd like to congratulate you on your work. You ought to be in the force.
I'm not sure you'll feel the same way when you know who I am. My driving license.
Conquest? Not... Yes, by God, you are Conquest. Well, you've no idea what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, Mr. Conquest.
I'm glad you regard it as a pleasure.
Your methods are, shall we say, unorthodox, but I hear my friend Williams of the Yard winks at...
You know Bill? Oh, well. I suppose you want me to fill in on how I came to be driving the midnight special in the first place.
That sounds like it might be a good place to start.
Station at Winchester.
No, don't worry. You go ahead, Conquest. I know where to reach you if I need you. Just watch your speed now, trying to get back on schedule.
I'll do my best.
So that's Norman Conquest. Well, well.
Funny you should happen along at just that moment. And without your lights on. Now what? I come out with your hands up! You!
Oh, don't shoot, please!
I get it. It's okay, I don't have a gun. While I was doing the strong-arm stuff with your boyfriends, you miraculously came out of your trance and hopped in here.
I don't understand.
You have my permission to cut the act, beautiful. Nice work, but you're unstuck. Sorry, sister, you picked the wrong mug this time. I'm not falling for that damsel in distress line.
Oh, please, listen. All I know is that I was driving to London and then a big car swerved out into the road. There was a huge crash and I think I must have bumped my head on something.
There is a bump.
When I came to, I didn't know where I was or what I was doing lying in the road. I saw your lorry and went towards it. There was a man crawling. There was blood everywhere and two men were fighting on the far side. I just wanted to get away, get in out of the rain. I found this little door and then I think I fainted again. When I woke up, we were moving. That's all I know. I swear it is. Please, I don't want you to take me to the police.
After what happened? What about your car?
It was fit for the scrap heap already.
I still don't understand why you were driving in an old crock on your own in the small hours of the morning.
I'm going to London. I started out at night because the roads are quiet. I'm not much of a driver, you see. There's nothing more to tell, really.
All right, we'll let it go. Isn't it time we swap names? Mine's Conquest, by the way. Norman Conquest.
Norman Conquest? I've heard of you. But what are you, I mean...
What am I doing driving a great big truck to London? Well, there's a bit of a story there, Miss...
Margaret Swan. Margaret Swan.
Well, Margaret, why don't I tell you all about it over a cup of hot coffee? If I'm not much mistaken, here's old Ma Hawkins' cafe.
Oh, no, I'm all right now. I don't need a coffee. Don't stop, please. I just want to get to London.
But I've got to stop. I promised Fred Baxter. He always stops here.
I don't want to meet anybody or see anybody. If you must stop, I'll go back into the cabin. Just leave me here.
Aye, Fred, I never known you be as late. Why? Well, you ain't Fred.
Fred hurt his ankle and couldn't drive, so I'm driving the special for him tonight, Ma.
You've not had an accident.
A couple of thugs tried to pinch Fred's lorry, and I had to show them the error of their ways. That's why I'm so late.
You sit yourself down, son. Well, I'll fetch you some coffee. Here's a paper while you're waiting.
Thanks, Ma. Good grief.
Ah, you might well look at that picture, lad. She may look like an angel on the outside, but I'll lay odds she's as rotten as her old man underneath.
Her old man?
Edmund Drake, you know, the Chedworth murderer, they call him. Shot someone over at Chedworth Park a few months back, he did. They just sentenced him to hang. Oh, that father like daughter, I say. Here, help yourself to sugar.
Whatever her father may have done, it's nothing to do with whether she's good or bad.
Oh, Ma. Fred. Hey, I thought my watch was wrong. Oh, sorry, I thought...
Fred's hurt his ankle. This young man's driving the special for him tonight.
I'm running a bit late, aren't you? Smash held you up, did it?
Smash?
Nasty one. You must have passed right by it. 2 cars, a spanking new Vauxhall saloon, and it all banging over my socks.
Was anybody badly hurt?
Yeah, bloodthirsty old woman. Well, that's the strange thing. There's no sign at all of the drivers. But they say that there's a patch of blood on the road a bit further up the road towards Manchester. And in the back of the old Morris, they found the body of a gamekeeper from the Chedworth estate, shot through the stomach.
Shot? Here, he must be there where you was jumped by those blokes.
What?
Oh, 2 chaps tried to make off with Fred's lorry. It must have been pretty close to the same spot. We had a set to, and I would guess that explains your patch of blood.
It might at that, Mr. What did you say your name was?
I didn't. It's Conquest. Norman Conquest.
Conquest? I thought you looked familiar. Well, look here, Mr. Conquest, perhaps you can explain to me why you didn't report this attempted theft. And how come you're driving Fred's lorry in the first place, come to that?
I did report it, Constable. Superintendent Watling was there, so I told him all about it. He took charge of the 2...
Superintendent who?
Watling. H.G. Watling of the Winchester Division.
Winchester? There is no Winchester Division. Come to that, I don't think I've ever heard of a Superintendent Watling, Mr. Conquest.
Keep your head down.
There's a policeman waving.
Get out of sight. Ah, that's cooked it.
What?
My goose, miss. And you're in the soup too, right up to your swan like Miss Peggy Drake.
I don't think he saw me. Oh, please, I can explain.
You'd better and fast, because otherwise I'm driving straight to Staines Police Station and handing you over.
Oh, no, please. I'm sorry I lied about my name. I didn't want you to know about...
About your father? No, or about the body. I have to tell you, Peggy, nice girls don't drive around the country with dead men in the back of their cars.
Body? What body?
Oh, good, sister, but not good enough. Now cut this big-eyed innocent routine. Turns out the police have found your old banger, complete with the body of the Chedworth Estate's gamekeeper in the back seat.
Chedworth? But that's where my father...
Why didn't you want to go to the police or into the cafe for a coffee if you knew nothing about the body?
I hate the police. I hate them because they took my father and charged him with murder. He didn't kill anybody. Even the judge summed up in his favour. But now he's been found guilty and... I couldn't stay in Bournemouth. My picture on the front pages, everybody's staring at me. I didn't want you to know who I really was.
I'm not going to turn against you because of something your father did.
But he didn't.
All right, he didn't. Can't you see it makes no difference? What did you have with you in the car? I mean, anything that would identify it as yours?
A few clothes. Yes, my handbag, my driving licence.
And you're on the run, Peggy. Oh, don't look so worried. I believe you. Those thugs must have shot the gamekeeper. Then, when they were forced to abandon their car, they dumped the body in your old crate. There's one thing that still bothers me.
What's that?
Just who exactly is behind the wheel of that car? Because I do know for sure that it's not Superintendent Watling. What kind of game is this anyway?
And you think that Conquest has got this girl in the truck with him?
Well, it sounds that way from what the police motorcyclist says. He thinks he saw a blonde woman in a cab. I'm worried, Bill.
Well, where Conquest is concerned, I can't say I blame you, miss. There's not much I can do until he reaches my patch. But as soon as he does...
Oh, thanks, Bill. I'm sorry to have got you out of bed.
Oh, don't mention it, Miss Everard, any time. Now, you sit tight there at Baxter's Yard until I get back to you. I'm going to lay on a little welcome to London for the midnight special.
Come on, Walt. You can't stop here. We've got to keep going.
Give me some more of that whiskey. Oh, my head. Now, we've got to find a phone, got to tell the old man.
Tell him what? Tell him you've fallen down on him and we lost the icebox. He'd string us up.
Falling down nothing. The icebox is safe. That truck driver gave it out good, but I've got brains, see? Now, while you were scrapping with him, I came to and I put the bag where it'll be safe until we want to pick it up.
Where?
Simple. I buckled the strap of the bag over the brake rod under the cab.
You what? Get up the pole. We'll never see it again. The stuff's halfway to London by now.
Yeah, and when it gets there, it'll turn round and come back. We'll see it coming a mile off with them big headlights and that sign up front, midnight special, and we'll be waiting, and we'll have guns, and there'll be a whole gang of us.
But it'll be daylight by then.
Shut up! Oh, come on, we've got to find a phone and get hold of the old man.
Block. This is where the balloon goes up. Time to duck, Peggy. Back in the cabin and keep the door shut.
Right.
We're so close, too.
I don't know why it is Conquest, but you attract trouble like bat meat attracts blowflies.
Sweet William, what are you doing here?
Miss Everard called me.
Pixie?
Where's the girl?
What girl?
Now, for God's sake, Conquest, don't make it worse for Miss Drake. I know that you've got Margaret Drake on board.
I wish I'd known. It's been a lonely old trip. I could have done with some company.
All right, men, search the back of the truck. And we'll want to have a look in that little cubbyhole behind the cab as well, Sergeant.
Oh, well, now look, Bill, you can't say I didn't.
There's nothing back here, Superintendent.
What?
Are you sure, Sergeant?
See for yourself, sir. There's nowhere here for hide.
Well, if you're satisfied then, Bill, you better shut the doors and stand clear. I'm moving off. I'm behind schedule already.
Conquest, if you know something, then for God's sake, tell me now. Hampshire police have got a dead man in the back of Miss Drake's car. And a sighting by an officer puts her in your car.
You've seen for yourself, Bill. There's no blonde in here, sadly.
Well, what's this story about you having a run-in with two thugs and then claiming to have been fooled by some phony superintendent? I thought you could smell a cop a mile away.
True, and I thought there was something fake about him at the time, Bill.
Describe him.
Tall, broad-shouldered, looked ex-military, a blue raincoat, soft hat, pleasant-looking fellow, drives a red Jaguar, quite the gentleman. I can't exactly see him as a crook. Now, I really am going, Bill. You've got nothing on me, and you know it.
Don't go playing the trouble hunter now. You've heard of the old man that has got all the hallmarks.
I've heard of him, the old man. Does he really exist? Or do you just use him and his gang to put all the robberies you don't solve down to?
Oh, very funny. The places are you up to, Conquest?
Chief Inspector Williams or me?
Well, when I heard the policeman asking about me, I guessed they might look back here. And then I spotted this little hatch in the floor.
Good thinking.
I opened it and could see the road below, so I lowered myself down. Then when you slammed the door, I hopped back up.
Sweet William's face.
It's a good thing I'm not very big. It was a bit of a squeeze past the big leather bag thing underneath.
Leather bag? What leather bag? Like that by blowing it up.
It looks like a thermos flask.
You're pretty warm there, Peggy. See this milled ring here?
The letters changed when you turned it.
Combination lock. 6 letters, billions of possible combinations. Steel's an inch thick by the weight of it. So that's what all this is about. Exhibit A, contents unknown, but probably worth a pot.
Oh.
You'd better get yourself hidden away in the back with this, Peggy. It's time we got to Izzy Finkelbaum's yard and got the truck unloaded. We've got to get back to Bournemouth.
Back to Bournemouth? But I...
Yes, Walt Tanner. We're somewhere between Romsey and Winchester, in a phone box. Now look, don't get me wrong. What's happened, right, is this. Tonight.
Here too.
Some fella knocked me cold right here in the yard. Then, what's strange is, he scarpers without taking a thing.
Did you get a look at him?
Oh, it was just after when you was meant to get here. I went out, I was wondering what had happened to you. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I caught sight of something moving down in the inspection pit.
Under where the truck's standing now?
Yeah, I thought it was a cat at first. Then, pop! When they found me, he'd vanished without trace. All I saw of him was a raincoat and...
a soft felt hat.
How did you know that?
Hey, Walt. It's the Daimler.
I thought you just sent a couple of the boys.
I'm scared, Walt. The old man never comes out on a job himself.
Road. I can't see you.
No, but I can see you. Now, hand it over.
Oh, we got the stuff all right. We torched the crib, no trouble. Then, going back to the car, some fool keeper tried to blast us with a double-barreled. We had to plug him.
Don't talk so much. Let me have it.
I'm getting to that. He wasn't dead yet, so we had to take him with us. Then someone else starts blasting away. The back tyres
Get to the point.
When we hit the main road, some girl in an old crate drives straight into us. Both the cars junked. We were stranded.
It was a tight spot, O.M. We had to do some quick thinking. We shoved both cars off the road up a line, put the stiff in the girl's car and dumped it out in the main road so the first car would stop. Only it was a truck come along.
Go on.
There was two of them, two drivers, and they had, big tyre irons, you know.
Two?
Everything's okay, boss. You don't need to worry. When I saw things weren't going all our way, I buckled a bag to the brake rod under the truck. You know me, I never miss. Now, this truck, the Midnight Special it's called, it does the round trip. All we've got to do is wait for it to come back and hold it up.
All you've got to do is hold it up. You bungling half-wits!
Oh.
You get taken by surprise by a gamekeeper and kill him when there was no need. Now the whole county is swarming with police. Someone, an expert shot, hits both your rear tyres and you didn't even see him. You managed to collide with a stupid girl and then get yourselves beaten up by a lone, unarmed truck driver. Don't say anything. I've never seen a truck with two drivers. But all this bungling is nothing. Nothing at all compared to the colossal idiocy of strapping that bag to the underside of the truck and letting it get away.
We'll get it back, boss. Just give us a couple of guns. We'll collect.
You'll collect all right.
Boss, no! No, don't shoot! It was his idea, boss. I told him he was stupid to put it under the...
It is different. Whoever gave us that bag as extra cargo is probably waiting for us right now on the bag shot Basingstoke Road. That's why we're going back to Bournemouth by way of Guildford and Alton. I don't want any more hold-ups. Now, while we haven't got any interruptions, why don't you tell me about what happened to your father?
2 years ago, not long after Mother died, some sort of disease attacked the chickens.
Chickens?
Well, Father had a chicken farm. We lost almost all of them. The profits went, we owed thousands. Father was so much in debt, to keep going, he had to borrow money on the farm from Andrew Holden.
Well, who's he?
He was Lord Chedworth's estate manager. He lived at Chedworth Old Place. A couple of months ago, he got a letter from Holden saying that he wanted the money or the farm.
Not the first man to do that kind of thing.
Father was furious. He went straight round to see Holden and they had a right old shindy. It was late, gone 12, and I'd gone to bed, when Lord Chedworth came and hammered on the door to tell me that Mr. Holden had been murdered and Father was under arrest.
Nothing like breaking it gently.
Oh, Lord Chedworth was nice. A shot had been heard at Chedworth House, and the Earl and one or two of his guests had gone out to see what had happened. They found Holden. He'd been shot through the head. Father was there, and he had his old service revolver with one empty chamber in his hand.
And did he say what he was doing out in the middle of the night with his gun?
Oh, I don't know why I thought you would believe it. Father was out after a fox.
With a pistol?
He said that you could wound a fox with a shotgun and it would suffer for days. He was a good shot. I saw him get a fox with his revolver just a few days before. Well, that's when he used the bullet from the empty chamber.
Didn't the defence show that the bullet from Holden's body couldn't have come from your father's gun?
Well, that's just it. The shot that killed Mr. Holden went right through him. The bullet wasn't ever found.
Well, it's all perfectly simple. All we got to do is find the real murderer and we'll have your dad out of jug in no time.
Joy, over here.
Oh, hello, Bill. I got your message. Mandeville, what are you doing here?
Hello, miss. Chief thought it might be a good idea if I stayed.
Things have taken a nasty turn, so I thought it would be safer for you to have Livingstone around. We've got 2 more bodies, both shot at close range. Seems like it's the 2 that tried to jump Conquest. I think they dumped the body of the gamekeeper in Miss Drake's car. What I can't work out is what they were up to.
And what about these cars? No other clues?
Nothing, no burglars, jemmies even. Oh, I don't like it. It's got all the hallmarks of a new gang that have pulled several jobs recently, and all we've got on them is that they're extremely violent. Killers, all of them. And word is they're run by a particularly vicious character known as the Old Man.
Do you know what strikes me as funny, miss? Spanking new Vauxhall, newish tyres, and they got 2 punches.
You're right, Livingston. Those rear tyres didn't just blow, they were shot, and by an expert marksman. And that petrol can. A modern motor car like this has a big enough fuel tank to get from one filling station to the next without any trouble. Come on, Livingston. Let's get the top off.
I'm afraid, miss.
May I see? Look at this seam round the middle. Hold tight, Mandy.
A false bottom.
The settling kid I've ever seen. Just to think of the governor's birthday, miss. I mean, if you...
Bill, this oxygen cylinder's half full, or more to the point, half empty. You know what this means?
Yes. What?
Well, no burglar would set out to crack a crib with a half-charged oxygen cylinder. A burglary was committed by those 2 dead men last night.
Mr. Baxter? Pixie!
Mr. Conquest. Oh, crikey, sir. Everything all right?
Is the coast clear? No cops lurking. I've got Pecky Drake in the lorry. Those dirty crooks smashed up her car. She's flat broke, nowhere to go, and scared stiff of falling into the hands of the police.
Oh, then what are you cabbing there for? Bring the child in, man.
I wouldn't make any noise if I were you, miss. Now, I'm in a mess, see? I don't want to plug you, so you're going to come with me, see? You're going to walk out the yard and get into that car like we was friends. Is that clear?
Pretty clear.
Where's the pay special? And where the heck is Pixie, Fred?
She went off in the car to see some sweet William bloke, said you'd know...
Quick, Fred, have you got a car I can...
I ain't got no car. You can take me motorbike. It's there, under the...
Good man.
I don't know if I can do anything to help you, Superintendent. Filthy business about poor Doyle. Frankly, all this has been rather a shock. What those men were doing on my property, I can't imagine.
Is there another house hereabout that they might have been...
No, there's no other house near. Apart from the old place. That's been empty since the Holden business. Devilishly unhappy all round. For Drake and that daughter of his, too. You've got the wrong chap there, you know.
You've got a safe in your house, haven't you, Lord Chedworth?
I've already told you there's been no burglary.
You're quite sure?
Of course I'm sure. I told you I examined the safe. Don't you think I'd notice if there's a gaping hole in it?
What the devil?
Hell of a racket, eh? Racing driver fella. Said he could use the park. We've got a 4 mile straight here so he can get really going.
Let me out. This thing's a death trap.
He's taking this monster to Bonneville Salt Flats for another attempt on the land speed record.
100 quid.
I couldn't even open her out at all, Chedworth. It's too rough down. Miss Everard. Ha ha, Miss Joy Everard. How perfectly marvellous to see you again. But I do hope this doesn't mean...
Oh, not at all, JJ. She's going beautiful.
Ah, I see you must be the Mr. J.J. Pierce that sold Miss Everard a new car. Yeah, well, I can sympathise with your passengers.
This is Mr. Archie Packington, a house guest of Lord Chedworth's. I may say, when I realised the car was being bought for Miss Everard, I became quite resigned to the loss.
If that's meant as a compliment, JJ, it's a very nice one. This is Chief Superintendent Williams of Scotland Yard.
Pleased to meet you. I heard there's been some unpleasantness. Anything fresh, Chedworth?
What are we going to do with a skirt?
What do you want me to do? Leave her here to squeal? I had to bring her. It don't make no difference. We'll take her out to the houseboat. We could keep her there without no one knowing until I've driven over to the old man with the stuff.
You've got what you want. Why don't you just put me out?
You've seen the car, you've seen us. You'd squeal to the first copper you could find. And then how far do you reckon we get, eh? Here, Alf. It's here. Up this track. Here.
She isn't bad. Maybe we'll have a bit of fun when we've got time to relax.
Well, thank you, Lord Chedworth.
Please don't mention it, Chief Inspector. Only sorry I couldn't be of more assistance. You will let me know if there's any news?
I'm sorry you're leaving so soon, Miss Everard. I was hoping I might persuade you to come for a spin in Thunderbolt 3.
Oh, I'll take you up on that, JJ. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Mandy. Remington?
Bit slim for a revolver, miss. If I had to guess, I'd go for one of them German makes. A Luger, maybe.
Revolver? Luger? What are you two talking about?
Mr. Packington, sir, we was just wondering what gun it was he had under his armpit.
Have you both gone raving mad?
Bill, you're a bit old-fashioned sometimes. You've got that deep-seated awe for the aristocracy and landed gentry. We've been hobnobbing with crooks this morning. Archie Packington had a gun in a shoulder holster. And did you hear Chedworth when I asked him about the safe?
Yes. He said it hadn't been tampered with.
What he said, Bill, was, don't you think I'd have noticed if there was a gaping hole in my safe? But we hadn't told him anything about the burglar's acetylene kit.
Good grief. So there was a burglary. But, Miss Joy, if the Chedworth diamonds have been taken, why on earth wouldn't the Earl want us to know?
It's far enough, Mandy. I think Packington's the one to keep your eye on.
He won't leave me sight, Miss Joy.
Now, Bill, I think it's about time you and I track down the desperado.
Blasted little bitch!
Keep on hold of her.
Get her on the table. We'll tie her down. Ooh.
Noise.
Pink knickers with saucy embroidery.
Alf, he's some crazy nut on a bike. He's coming straight at the boat. He's not going to stop. Alf, he's killed him. The crazy lunatic's killed him. They're both dead. I'm off.
Peggy, are you all right?
Yes. Oh, Mr. Conquest, are you hurt? That man, is he?
Don't look. He's dead, Peggy. I'm sorry I had to do it. He meant to harm you terribly. Where's the other one?
He ran off. He took the car.
And the bag. Come on, Peggy. Here, let me untie you. Now you're safe. There's not a moment to lose. We've got to find our way back to the road and hitch a lift back to Fred's yard. Conquest.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
Peggy, meet young Pixie. There's not much of her, but she goes in for quality rather than quantity. You two had better get together. Hold your fire, Bill. Between us, Miss Drake and I can explain everything.
Just wait till you hear what's happened, Miss Pixie. Mr. Conquest was wonderful.
Knight-errant stuff, eh? In broad daylight, too.
He rescued me from a houseboat. 2 crooks kidnapped me with the cylinder.
The what?
You never saw anything like it, Pixie. These thugs strapped it onto the lorry. Quartz-hardened steel with a combination lock
Well, that must be what they took from the safe.
The Chedworth diamond.
Oodle.
Oh, don't just stand there. Pile in.
Oh, where are we going?
To find Mandy.
The girl, you fool, when you had the chance. Are you sure the motorcyclist was dead?
I can't see how he could have survived. A jump like that through all that timber. Alf was flattened. His neck was broken.
Better get back to Chedworth House, Packington. There's no need for... Hello? What's this?
Something wrong.
Your information is not as reliable as you led me to believe, my friend.
I don't understand.
You led me to believe that when the safe was opened, the stuff would be in a strongbox.
That's what Chedworth said.
Strongbox? Look at this. As this cylinder is made from Kirtgen super steel. No blowtorch known would so much as discolour it.
You mean we can't open it?
The only way we can open this cylinder, Packington, is to force Chedworth to reveal the combination.
But I can't. It's taken me years to build up a reputation as a harmless man about town. The information I pick up is worth thousands to us.
The Chedworth diamonds locked in this canister are worth anything up to 100,000. You will bring him here with a gun to his head if necessary. Now, go!
Up until he was killed.
Funny how it's all tying together. So, Pace left. Then what happened, Mandy?
Well, that fella Packington just waited. It was all quiet for about 20 minutes. Then this old boy arrives.
But Lord Chedworth?
No, it wasn't him. I'd never seen this fella before. He was really old, with a long white beard and hair, and dark glasses like he was blind.
The old man, it must be.
He goes into the house, then this car comes up fast, and a bloke gets out looking real jumpy, with a big leather bag and straps round it.
Beautiful.
A canister.
He goes in with the bag, then just as it's starting to get dark, he comes out again without the bag, but with Packington, and they head off across the park to the big house. And then I heard you lot coming through the bushes like an herd of elephants.
We thought we were trying to be quiet.
Shh! Look, they're coming out.
Lord Chedworth's with them.
I don't think they're out for an evening stroll either, by the look of that pistol in Packington's hand.
Right, we'd better go and get some help.
You go if you like, Bill, but these characters will be long gone by the time you get back here.
I took the liberty of bringing along 1 or 2 things, sir.
Brother Mandy, what would I do without you?
It's only the little Beretta, sir, I'm afraid. Spare clip and your throwing knives.
Conquest, I'll try to believe I didn't see that.
They've gone into the old place.
Let's try and get a bit closer.
Oh, do be careful, Mr. Conquest.
Don't worry.
She took the words right out of my mouth, desperado.
Who the hell do you think you are, you old maniac?
Don't waste both our time. To be brief, you know the combination of this cylinder. I do not. I have a loaded gun. You do not. Open it.
You're insane. You can go to hell. I'm calling your bluff. If you kill me, you'll never get it open.
Lord Chedworth, I am a very, very good shot. I have no intention of killing you, but I can make things very uncomfortable for you.
Damn your eyes. You win.
Easy, easy. Put your hands on the cylinder and keep them there. I hope you're not thinking of doing anything foolish. That's it. Now, undo it.
Old man! What?
I can't see.
The windows! Packington, open the windows!
I don't believe it. The old man.
Look at that old boy run. He's making for Pace's car.
Bill, Mandy, watch those others.
He's getting away with the diamond.
Not if I can help it.
Is he dead? Good Lord, a false beard.
And a wig. No, he's alive. So, this is the old man, otherwise known as...
J.J. Pace.
Livingston and Miss Drake have got the others. Oh, that was incredible, Conquest. Both the back tires. I've never seen shooting like it. Hang on, perhaps I have.
Come along. Let's find the others. Where are the diamonds?
It's lucky they are diamonds. They're somewhere in there.
Well, I'm damned. I can believe it of Packington. Never did like the fella, that Pace.
Now, you'll get used to the idea soon enough. His obsession with motor cars has been genuine enough, but indulging in that sort of hobby requires pots of money. He's given the public a few sensations, but he's reserved the biggest for when he climbs the scaffold for the murders of Walt Tanner and Snoopy Briggs.
I'll fix you, Conquest.
The way you fixed Holden...
Well, that was Packington. The fool panicked when Holden stumbled on him with Spriggs and Tanner the first night the robbery was supposed to happen.
It was an accident. I never meant to shoot him.
Mr. Conquest!
Yes, Miss Drake, this confession would seem to put your father, Edmund Drake, well and truly in the clear.
Oh, Peggy!
I knew Drake was innocent all along, but there is something that does puzzle me, Chief Inspector. Why on earth did you want the Gainsborough from the library for forensic examination?
What Gainsborough?
Your superintendent came and took it away this afternoon on your authority.
My what? Did he give a name? Watling, by any chance?
No, Field, I think he called himself.
Bosworth Field.
Let me guess, was he wearing a belted Macintosh and a soft felt hat?
That's the fella! What? What are you all looking at me like that for?
Well, I'm afraid, sir, that you have been the victim of another deception.
But he showed me his
If
identification.
there's any consolation, the rogue had me fooled as well, Lord Chedworth. At least your ingenious anti-theft canister has saved the Chedworth diamonds.
By the time that wetted car stops burning and that cylinder has cooled down enough to open, all that there'll be in the bottom is a melted lump.
So that's why you tried to keep the theft secret. They're not real diamonds, they're paste.
That's right, Miss Everard. Phonies, every one. Good ones, though. Good enough to fool the Countess. And I hope they always will. The heirlooms were entailed, of course, but I sold them just the same.
Well, wasn't that very naughty of you?
Yes, which is why I daren't let the police know of the loss. There's no sentiment in my make-up, Miss Everard. A few years ago, these estates were practically bankrupted by agricultural depression, and hundreds of decent families, yeoman souls who have tilled the land in this part of the country for generations, stood to lose their livelihoods. So I sold the damned baubles to a private American collector. I've not increased my own personal worth by 1 penny. All the money went into the estates. Today, modern farming methods are showing good profit, and everybody is happy, including the Countess.
I'm beginning to like you, Lord Chedworth, very much. Are you sure you wouldn't rather drive?
Positive. I just want to sit and watch the scenery go by.
I'd rather like to take Thunderbolt 3 for a drive. Now give that rat Pace one thing. This is a wonderful car.
I'm glad Bosworth Field didn't get it. He's the only one to end up with any boodle in all this business.
Yes, but he took that from a man who, it transpired, was honourable. He's missing the point.
I'm glad it was your idea to bring Peggy. She's been through a heck of a time.
Is she asleep?
And Mandy. It's funny how things turn out. This binge starts out with me driving young Fred's lorry, warms up with a murder or two, and out of a clear blue sky comes the truth of Peggy's father's innocence. Not a bad 24 hours work, my sweet.
I was hoping you'd do something like that.
Blonde for Danger, adapted for radio by Guy Fithen from the book by Barclay Gray. Christopher Cazenove played Norman Conquest, and Bonnie Langford played Pixie. Richard Davis played Chief Inspector Williams, Colin Spall, Mandeville Livingston, Bill Nye, J.J. Pace, Alice Arnold, Peggy Drake, Sean Prendergast, Fred, Anthony Jackson, Lord Chedworth, and Ali Hames, Ma Hawkins. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Danger was produced by Stuart Richards and Michael Cameron, and is a Mr. Punch production. The director was Adrian Bean.
Get your great hairy mitts off of me!
You come quietly, sir.
I ain't going nowhere, What am I supposed to have done anyway? Where are you taking me?
Here we are.
You can't arrest me, I ain't done nothing!
Surprise!
Brother Mandy.
Well, blow them out then. Blimey, a cake.
I baked it myself, see. Now blow the candles out so that we can all get tucked in.
Oh, yes.
Keep blowing.
Yeah! Speech, Randy.
I don't know what to say.
You can't arrest me. I ain't done nothing.
You know, I think that's what he was saying when I first met him.
Oh, did you really bake this, Superintendent?
Have a drink. Here's to you, Brother Mandy.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, all of you. Blimey. It seems like only yesterday I first saw you coming down that lane, Governor.
Oh, don't remind us. It feels like decades ago.
Oh, yes, don't. Or perhaps you should. I like seeing Norman squirm. Now, where was it you so conveniently ran out of petrol?
I can smell it now. Cooking, brother, but it smells mighty good.
Great Bardlow.
Great who?
Great Bardlow's the nearest garage you can get that petrol can filled.
Ah.
And Rabbit. You're welcome to join me if you're agreeable to sit with the likes of me, Governor.
Conquest the name. Norman Conquest.
Ah, Mandeville. Mandeville Livingston. Oh, maybe you think I'm having you on.
Oh, not at all, brother. I take it you're not a native of these parts.
Me, Governor? No. I was in Great Bardlow yesterday selling monkeys.
Selling monkeys?
Oh, not real ones, Governor, just toys. Like this one.
Well, that's damn clever. He does a somersault. Here, I'll buy him.
Oh, I ain't got no change for that, Governor.
I don't want any. He's cheap at the price.
Okay, right. And a fire.
Come along, Mr. Plod. You're all wrong about my pal, Mandeville Livingston. He's a charming fella. As for trespassing...
I'll trouble you for your name and address too, sir. Well, you old jippo, I told you to get lost or I'd run you in.
You miserable... I'll...
Oh, whoa. Hold on. Steady, brother. Don't want to give this officer of the law any justifiable
I've just
cause to...
enough already. But if he wants to add assaulting a police officer to it...
Poor man done, Sergeant Roper.
You can't arrest me. I never done nothing.
Oh, Miss Trevor. It's all right. Just a spot of trouble with this tramp. Tried to assault me.
It would be fairer to say, Miss Trevor, that it's a spot of trouble with me. I annoyed the officer by calling him names, and we all lost our tempers.
Oh, Sergeant Roper. What? He couldn't hurt you if he tried. He's just a wandering tramp.
He may be just a wandering tramp, but there's been enough funny things happening in this district already. All right. You've got the lady to thank for this.
Oh, that is sweet of you, Sergeant. I'm sure by tomorrow you'll never know he's been here.
Yeah, well, let's hope so, shall we?
Look what's cooking. It does smell good. Are you staying near here?
Well, since you ask, yes. Yes, I am. Conquest the name. Norman Conquest. I'm staying in very comfortable rooms at the inn in Great Bardlow.
Primrose Trevor. The Red Lion. Yes, it's rather fun, isn't it? Oh, well. Cheerio.
Well... I pushed off as well and found that garage before it gets too dark.
You're stopping the night then, are you?
Yes, I think I am. Well, you'll do well to take our advice, Brother Mandy, and up sticks tonight. Next time Mr. Plod comes round on his beat, he'll be after a quarrel, and you may not have anyone with charms as persuasive as Miss Trevor to stand up for you.
Still here, are you? You dirty old paraffin. Right. Let's get shot of you while we don't have an audience, shall we? Who's there? Hey, what are you? No, you don't!
As Pixie in Miss Dynamite.
Pix.
Hello, Pixie. I thought I'd give you...
Desperado. What's up?
Up? Nothing at all, you young chum.
You're not kidding me a bit, Desperado. Night, and now you call up with that who me tone in your voice that tells me you're on the brink of yet another spree of daring do. What's the new setup?
There's no set-up, funny face. I ran out of petrol on my way back, and then I ran into an old tramp fella near Great Bardlow, and while we were eating his rabbit...
Well, if it's not another risky escapade, the only thing you attract quicker than trouble is... Who's the girl? Blonde or brunette?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is a girl, and she's blonde and blue-eyed.
Great Bardlow, did you say?
Yes. I'm staying at the Red Lion. Pixie?
You might at least give me an inkling of what sort of trouble it is you're getting into this time.
Pixie, I can't tell you anything because there's nothing to tell. And there's no earthly point in you coming out here. Now, be a good sport, and the instant I need you, I'll call again. Cheerio, Pixie!
Desperado!
So it is.
What is? Don't tell me you're out of ham and eggs.
Oh, but of course, sir. You've only just come down. You've not heard. Trust you had a peaceful night anyways.
Had what, Boniface?
Why? About the murder.
Murder?
Our policeman.
A Sergeant Roper?
Some old tramp, they say. Bashed his head in. Sir Hastings Trevor found the sergeant lying dead in the road about midnight.
Miss Primrose Trevor's father?
Ah, that's him. Ah, there's not much more to tell, sir. There ain't many round here as had a good word for Roper. Hadn't been here long and, well, but nobody wanted to see him murdered.
I met him. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but he was asking as plainly as anyone I've met to be hit over the head.
It's time they cleared them tramps and gypsies off the road. Riff-raff, I call 'em. It was that old boy who was here yesterday, selling those stinking monkey toy things.
Oh, yes? And why do the local masterminds of the constabulary jump to the conclusion that this tramp did Roper in? There must have been locals with stronger reasons.
Aye, maybe, sir. But there's the evidence. Inspector Marshall was put onto the tramp because he found one of them monkey toys under the body. Must have dropped out of his pocket in the struggle.
There was a struggle?
Oh, seems like it. When the police went to find the tramp, they found him asleep in his tent with blood on his clothes. They found a murder weapon in the ditch right nearby, a great bludgeon of wood with Roper's blood and hair and worse all over it.
Well, what have they done with him?
The tramp? Well, they've got him at the station.
I think I'll skip the eggs and ham, Boniface.
Obliged for your help. Here, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in here and sit at my desk like that.
Don't be silly, I am doing it. I understand you've got a prisoner here, locked away in your darkest, dankest cell.
It's none of your damn business who we've got here. I don't know who you are.
Take me to him, I want to see him. Oh, Inspector Marsh, isn't it?
Yeah?
My card. Williams is the name. William Williams of the Yard.
Chief Inspector? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know that the Chief Constable had already contacted the Yard.
Now we've covered the formalities, Inspector. The prisoner?
Yes. Yes, of course, sir. He's claiming he's innocent, but then they all do. Looks like a straightforward case to me.
Does it? I think there's more to this case than you suppose, Marsh.
What?
Speak when you're spoken to, ma'am. Right, you can leave us to it. I want to have a few words with the accused in private, if you take my meaning.
Yes, sir.
Never mind my explanation. There's no time. He may rumble me at any moment. You'd better spill your beans while the spilling's good.
I never done it, Governor. God, when they woke me up, I felt like I was still in a dream. I never killed him. There's something funny going on here. They reckon there was one of me monkeys on the road under him.
Hold on. Something funny. That's exactly what Roper said.
What?
Well done, Brother Mandy. Sergeant Roper said to Miss Trevor something like, he may be just a tramp, but there's been funny things going on around here. I thought it was odd at the time, but I'd completely forgotten until you reminded me.
My God! Conquest! I might have known it. No one else would have the nerve to pull a stunt like this. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Hello, Bill. You do have a habit of turning up at just the wrong moment.
Dishing out my cards? Passing yourself off as me? Impersonating a police officer is a criminal offence now. Come on out of it.
You're for it now, sir.
Keep your pecker up, Brother Mandy. These muddle-headed cops can't keep you in here for long. Now then, Bill, where shall I begin? Kingston, we got a ticking off from a hulking bully of a police sergeant. I saw a pretty face, and on an impulse decided to stay a night in the village, just that. And I apologise, Inspector Marsh, for hoodwinking you, but I had to speak to the wrongly accused.
Wrongly?
Yes, I believe so. Just examine the evidence. First of all, there's a little monkey toy found under the body. Beautifully convenient. Too convenient. You find the accused exactly where he was yesterday and sleeping like a baby. So clear is his conscience, he sleeps like a log without even troubling to clean the bloodstains from his jacket. Oh. And he cunningly conceals the murder weapon in the ditch right next to him.
Yes, I know he didn't run, but the trouble is, Conquest, all this evidence is as damning as hell. There's nothing at all to suggest it was faked.
Tell me, Inspector, near the body, were there any signs of a struggle?
Yes. Yes, there were.
Like?
There were scuff marks on the road and scratches. There was a patch of oil, and...
That alone ought to be enough to establish Mandeville Livingston's innocence. Huh? If he and Roper had struggled, the little tramp wouldn't have stood an earthly chance. A swift blow to the head from behind, maybe, but a struggle? That's where the evidence fakers overdid it.
By God, Conquest, I believe you're right. Now, that's a big point, Marsh. Have you checked to see if there's any trace of the oil you mentioned under the tramp's boots?
I'll go and have a look, sir.
By the way, Bill... Since when has Scotland Yard had an interest in paltry rural crimes? You're here because the Yard doesn't accept the evidence, isn't that right?
You're a damn sight too shrewd, Conquest. I'm going to take you into my confidence only because you'll just go off on your own if I don't and get under everybody's feet. Well, a week ago, Roper sent a letter to the Chief Commissioner. He wanted an interview with the Chief. He'd gone over the head of Marsh here, reckon he'd come across something big. The Chief saw red, said Roper was after glory and an early promotion. Well, now he's dead.
I get it. The opposition was onto the fact that he was onto them, but they couldn't just bump him off without arousing suspicion, so they wait. And when this tramp showed up, they saw their opportunity. A murder, an arrest, and a rope for poor old Livingston after the next county assizes.
No sign of any oil.
Well, it's something, but on its own in court. Hey, Conquest!
I just thought of something. Other than me, there's only one person who knew about Livingston's little altercation with Roper. Now I'll have to leave you chaps to the paperwork. See you later, sweet William. Who is partial to smoked rabbit would like a word.
Beg your pardon.
I dare say you do, but Miss Primrose will understand.
You a friend of the ladies?
Brand new, in fact. I met her last night, and we talked of rabbit smoked over a campfire.
What on earth are you talking about? It's all right, Dawes. I'll deal with this. Miss Trevor is not at home.
Sir Hastings, Trevor?
I'm Sir Hastings' private secretary. Sangley's the name. And just who are you, exactly?
What is Sangley, eh?
My name is Norman Conquest.
What do you want with my daughter? Reporter fella, are you? I'm telling you she's indisposed.
I'm no reporter, Sir Hastings. I had an idea that your daughter might be able to help that poor bloke in the clink.
If you mean that wretched tramp that murdered poor Sergeant Roper, you're wasting your time. My unhappy daughter is positively ill. She holds herself partly to blame for Roper's death. She feels that had she not intervened on that tramp's behalf, Roper would have arrested the man earlier in the day. But I'm damned if I know why I'm standing here discussing this with you.
I'll have a word with your daughter. Phew, we make rapid strides. If that bloke doesn't know who killed Roper, then I'm
Mr. Conquest, I slipped away. The trees concealed me. You must go right away. Forget everything.
Go away and forget? What do you think I am? Are you in danger?
If I'm seen even talking...
Meet me somewhere else, then. Later. Tonight.
All right, the stile, where we first met, where the tramp had his camp. I'll meet you there at 10 o'clock.
Wait! Primrose!
Roper was very neat and tidy.
So I see, Inspector.
Now, don't go touching anything, Conquest. We've been through it all, meticulously. Every drawer, every pocket. Nothing. Yes, I searched under the bed. Yes, I'm behind there.
Hold on. Look here. Into the back of the wardrobe.
No, it's just where a muddy boot or a shoe was scraped along.
Yes, but it goes right up flush to the back wall. Can you see? Which means only one thing. When that mark was made, the back wall of the wardrobe wasn't there. It must be a false back.
You're right, Mr. Conquest. Now, let's get this shelf out, eh? That's what's holding it.
Well, by damn, another cupboard hidden behind. Oh, this looks like he made it himself. It's like something a cap burglar would wear.
There's even a hood, look, to button onto the rest of the suit. Do you think he was...
didn't want to be seen in the dark, that's for sure. And what the heck has he got a pair of rubber waders hidden back here for?
Whatever nocturnal activities the sergeant was up to, they were conducted near or even in the river. The legs of this outfit are still down.
Oh, there's something caught in the bottom of the pocket here.
Shades of Tiffany.
Good God, that's one of Lady Launceston Bevan's stolen earrings.
Well, well.
Whose?
The big Mayfair robbery about a fortnight ago. Lady Launceston Bevan, a big society hostess.
Where did Roper get it?
So that's the racket.
What is?
Bill, you stand there, Chief Inspector, CID, and ask what racket? £2 million is netted every year by burglars and housebreakers. Last year in London alone the figure was over 900,000. There was another big robbery just 2 nights ago.
You don't need to tell me the Hotel Supreme.
So where does all the loot go? All these burglaries couldn't happen, Bill, unless there was a master fence behind them. Somewhere there's a big brain. The burglars from all over the country cash their stuff in, and it disappears. Roper had a lead, and the fool kept it to himself.
And gets himself bumped off. And where are we? Are we no closer?
Ah, we've got the earring.
Where are you off, Conquest?
I need some air. I'm going for a walk.
Suits me.
Alone, I need to think, Bill. I'll be at the Red Lion later if you need me. Catch this! Oh, get him! Get him! Oh, put some bells in! Come on then, boys! Nail him! Oh!
Broke his skull by the sound of it. Quick, get him off the road. Come on. Don't forget the orders. Not a mark anywhere. Not even on the back. Right, get going. Back to the barge. We've been too long already.
Trevor should be out for hours yet.
You left no signs that might
Not
let...
a trace. He had nothing on him except the ordinary things a man carries.
What?
Watch, wallet, keys, cigarettes, and a lighter that he dropped when we jumped him.
I'll take those, Sangley. All right, there must be no time wasted. Put him into the sack, weight it and drop it over the side.
What, here?
Yes, here. We're right over dead water deep. Weight it well. When you've done that, transfer the goods across from the compartment to the mill. That's all, Sangley. Let there be no slip-up.
Heavy. Sit! There!
That's the last of the bubbles. Good. Get below and open the underwater hatch. When the goods are safely across to the mill, I'll turn the cable's motor off and you can close the outer door. Now come on, let's get on with it. We've got to get back to Bardlow Hall before we're missed.
Well, I see.
Inspector, what happened? Are you all right?
My God, Conquest, where the hell have you been? You look like a drowned rat.
You're not so far off there, Bill. At some appropriate time, I'll give you the lowdown. Right now, I'd like you to come with me.
All right, Conquest, but where are we going?
Bardlow Hall. I'm going to give you Roper's murderer on a platter.
Bardlow Hall? What the hell have you been up to? This is all wrong, Conquest. I haven't got a warrant. And all I've got to go on is what you say you heard. And think what it implies. If Sangley did kill Roper, is he connected to the Launceston Bevan job or the Hotel Supreme job of 2 nights ago?
Well, let's find out, Bill, shall we? I'm looking forward to this. Ah, good evening. We meet again.
What the devil's the matter with you, man? Tell Sir Hastings that Chief Inspector Williams is here and would like to see him. Well, go on.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
How nice to see you again so soon, Sir Hastings. You seem overjoyed.
Oh, I'm sorry to intrude like this, Sir Hastings. Chief Inspector Williams, C.I.D. I'd like to see your secretary, Mr. Sangley. It's important.
My secretary? What possible reason can you have for wanting to see the man at this hour?
I have reason to believe that Mr. Sangley can give me some vital information on the Roper murder. What in God's name?
Wait, he came from Sangley's quarters.
That was a gunshot.
Quickly!
All right, stand back, everyone.
What is it? What was that bang?
Don't come in, Primrose.
Conquest here on his desk. Look. It's your wallet and this notebook. It's Roper's.
Don't look, Primrose. It's Sangley.
And I'll bet those stains on that leather sole of his shoes, I'll bet that's oil.
Oh, Conquest, please come outside. Why didn't you come? I've always been afraid of Sangley, and I knew he hated poor Roper. I couldn't send him to Father because Father always trusted him so much. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Well, it doesn't matter now. You're trembling.
It's cold out here. Oh, yes, hold me. I feel so shaky.
Rose.
Oh.
Primrose? Now what? Pixie!
They told me at the Red Lion I'd find you here, but I can see I needn't have bothered. You've obviously got everything nicely in hand, so to speak.
Damn it, Pixie, I told you not to come. Look, you needn't take any notice
I can see you were right, Desperado. They were silly of me to come.
Pixie! Wait, Pixie!
Ah, there you are, Conquest. You all right? He's a bit of a mess, I'm afraid. Not like you to get queasy, though. Poor old Sir Hastings in quite a state.
Really?
Seems Sangley had harried him for Roper for some time, but Sir Hastings hadn't taken it seriously. Roper was investigating allegations that Sangley had made improper advances on a parlour maid, who had subsequently left her job. Seems he killed Roper to try and avert the scandal. Anyway, here you are. Here's your things. They're safest with you, I suspect. More than likely to go bang, eh?
You'll never know, Bill.
And that, as far as I was concerned, was that. Remember, Conquest, case closed. And it would have been two for you, Mandelbrot, if you'd had the sense to take my advice when we released you. Oh, just one more glass, then. Thank you.
And just what was your advice then, Bill?
I'm not telling you, not in front of Miss Joy.
Oh, Bill, I won't let you have any more cake.
Oh, all right, then. Well, what I can repeat is that I told him to clear off and put as many miles as possible between himself and this magnet for trouble of all kinds, Conquest.
Oh, and what did you do, Mandy?
I went straight over to see the governor at the Red Lion.
Except I wasn't the governor then, was I?
No. Well, I still can't fathom up why you offered me a job in the first place.
What made you come over to the Red Lion?
Well, if I'd have known then the scrapes he was going to get me into, I don't know as I would have.
Well, what I still want to know, young Conquest, is why you never let on to me that there was still something up.
You never asked, Bill. And if you'd come and had breakfast with us that morning... So they sprung you, did they? Good show.
Sprung me, Governor?
Chief Inspector Williams and Marsh led you out of their deepest dungeon, have they?
Oh, yeah, that's it, sir. I'm glad I caught you before you left. They say I've got you to thank, so, well, that's why I'm here, Governor, to say, to say thanks for all you did.
Skip it, Brother Mandy. Which reminds me, Boniface, we'll have 2 of your special ham and egg breakfasts, if we may, and a pot of strong tea.
No, not for me, sir.
Take a seat. You're going to get outside this breakfast, Mandy. A man who's been in jug for a few days knows how to appreciate a decent meal. Besides, I'm not going anywhere.
You ain't?
I ain't. Well, once we've had breakfast, we'll go and find you a new suit.
Suit?
Well, if you're going to be working for me, we'd better have you togged out properly, don't you think?
You offering me a job?
£5 a week.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding one bit, Brother Mandy, when I tell you that the temperature's going to get red hot from now on in. There'll be plenty of trouble.
But they got the bloke that done Roper.
The police have got a pestilential weasel who somehow ended up with a hole in his head before they caught up with him at that pile on the hill owned by Sir Hastings Trevor.
You can't mean that Sir Hastings is mixed up in it.
All I know for sure is that for reasons of their own, someone decided to rid themselves of the local officer of the law who had become too interested in their affairs. So no suspicion should fall on themselves, they splashed gore on the clothes of a stranger.
God love us, Governor, they? You're not saying that...
I'm saying Trevor's daughter is a woman of willowy grace, blue-eyed attractiveness, and... Well, in short, brother, that she's quite a damsel. And she's a damsel that I reckon is still in a considerable spot of distress.
I see.
I plan to stick around for a while because I've got the idea that at the back of this murder there's a racket, to say nothing of vast quantities of boodle. So, it's a couple of quid for your work, and 3 quid for dangers associated with the job. All fixed?
You're on, Governor.
You'll do, Brother Mandy. Now, have they cured that ham yet?
Gape, you don't think he suspects?
He suspects you, just as he suspected Sangley.
But how do you know? Williams and Marsh were quite satisfied with my explanation.
It's Conquest we've got to thank for all this trouble. Without him, the police would have built up a case against the tramp and hanged him.
How didn't he drown? Oh, we shouldn't ever have killed Roper.
We had to kill him. He was on to us and he had to go, just as Sangley had to go.
You mean you killed Sangley? But how?
Oh, don't give me that pathetic look. If they'd arrested Sangley, he would have betrayed us all. When I saw Conquest coming, it only took me a moment to go up to Sangley's room by the back stairs. How do you think Conquest's belongings and Roper's notebook came to be in his room?
My God, Primrose, what have you done?
What had to be done? Now pull yourself together. Come. Well, Dawes?
Sorry, miss, but there's a girl here. About the advertisement you put in the paper for the new parlour maid.
Not now, Dawes.
She's come all the way from Clacton-on-Sea, miss.
Oh, right, we'll show her in.
Miss.
A mistake. Conquest is dangerous. He's clever. Our one advantage is that he believes in me.
Mary Stevens.
Ah, do come in. You've come about the position?
Yes, madam.
Well, Mary, where have you been working?
At a boarding house in Clacton, madam. Here's my references, madam. The 2 ladies who run it say they don't want to lose me, but I'd like a change. The boarding house is on the telephone, if you'd like to ring Miss Bloom and Miss Bliss up about me.
I don't think that'll be necessary. The wages are £50 a year, paid monthly, all right? Good. Then you're engaged. Dawes will show you to your room.
Oh, thank you, madam.
Conquest managed to escape somehow, but he mustn't come back here. Do you understand? Too many people have too much invested in this operation for us to abandon it now.
Conquest is poison.
You cringing, weak-kneed, spineless rabbit. This setup's perfect. We're county people, rich and influential. Every aristocratic door is open to us. We can get the inside dope with no danger of suspicion. Then the boys make their grab and the stuff comes back to us. Then it vanishes.
Yes, but
are we going to be panicked into quitting by one man? Now get on to Nash and make very sure, Conquest never comes back.
I would never have recognised him without his whiskers. And in that suit.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into working for Conquest. It'd be like being perched on a powder keg.
Well, there's nothing to say I can't have a job if I want it, is there? And if it weren't for Mr. Conquest, you'd still have me locked up.
See you back in the smoke then, Bill.
Oh, give my regards to Miss Joy, Conquest.
It's Joy, sir.
My, pal. Joy Everard. She's quite a young lady. Well, you'll meet her yourself when we get back to Underneath the Arches.
Underwear?
Well, like you, Brother Mandy, I have a deep-seated aversion to living under a conventional roof. We live in a place I designed myself. 3 interconnected arches under the railway tracks in Bayswater. Oh, it's full of surprises. I know you're going to like it.
You mean we're going up to London now?
Well, eventually, yes. I wouldn't lie to Bill, but first I'd like to take a closer look at a barge.
Blimey, sir. Look at that plane. What's he doing? Acrobatics?
Aerobatics? The man's crazy as a coot.
He's diving straight at us, Governor.
Hang on, Mandy.
God love us, Governor. What happened?
You can't say Bill didn't warn you. Sorry about your shoulder. I thought you would rather I shoved you into the ditch than catch an assortment of bullets in your vitals. You, sure you still want the job?
I ain't had this much fun since I was...
Primrose!
What happened? Oh, thank God you're safe. Did it crash? I just saw it zoom down.
Ah, it was only some ass playing games.
Your car. They tried to kill you. I felt that something dreadful was going to happen. I was coming to warn you.
I'll see what's happened to the jam jar, sir.
It's all right. Don't cry. I'm the one that should be coming to help you.
I don't want you to be killed. First poor Roper, now Sangley's dead, and I don't know what to think.
You've got to let me help you, Primrose.
But you can't. I'm so afraid. Afraid for you. After you kissed me, all I wanted to do was get away to safety. Oh, Conquest.
Listen, Primrose, you've got to tell me everything. Your father...
It's at night, when everyone's asleep, that strange things happen. Sangley was the cause of it all. After he came, he had Dad in his power, I believe. At night, too, mysterious men come and go. I know you want to help, but you can't fight them all single-handed. I'm safe. They won't harm me if you go away. I wonder about Dawes, too.
And the rest of the staff?
They're all right, all of them. Most of them are from the village. It all seems to have something to do with the mill, the one down at the river. That's why I was coming to see you. I wanted to show it to you.
Can you get me inside?
I don't know, perhaps. But I must get back now. They'll be suspicious.
Tonight. Meet me at the mill. Primrose, you must let me help you.
All right. Meet me there at 10. I just want to be alone with you as though none of this had happened.
And what a damsel, Brother Mandy.
If you don't mind me saying, Governor, there's something about her...
There certainly is. Now, will the Hispano drive?
Oh, yes, sir. The damage looks worse than it is.
Come on, then. Let's get over to that barge.
Hang on, Governor. Let me get this right. They knocked you out, tied you in a sack along with a load of old anchor chain, and dumped you in the river from that barge. So, how in the name of hell are you here?
It was a bit of a chilly moment, Brother Mandy. The shock of hitting the water brought me round, but what actually saved me was a dodge I picked up from a thief in the souks of Marrakesh. Tell me something. How many people who mean you no harm grab you by the lapels?
I don't get it, Governor.
I've had my tailor sew razors into my lapels. If anyone grabs me, they...
Oh, Governor, that's nasty.
Well, it saved my life. I was able to use them to slice through the sack.
Like a razor through fingers.
Yeah, and then I swam back up to the surface. Sangley was on the deck, and I heard him tell someone, I suspect it was Dawes, to help him transfer the goods over to the mill.
Well, I thought the flour went from the mill onto the barges.
Exactly. Now, look at the anchor chain and the ropes to the quayside.
They're slack.
But the Nancy Lee is holding her position. There's another cable, or cables, under the surface tethering her to the mill, and it's along those cables that the goods, whatever they are being transferred in secret.
Well, I'll be.
Miss Primrose?
Yes, Dawes, what is it?
It may be nothing, but that new parlour maid...
Are you mad with all the problems we've got and you're worrying about staff?
There's something about her. She's too good.
Dawes,
Doesn't
if you...
Conquest always have a girl with him? Everett or something?
Wait, you're right. The Vogler business, there was a girl. Everard. Joy Everard. Do you know where this Mary Stevens is now?
She's upstairs, turning down the beds.
Bring her here.
Finish with those beds, Mary. You're wanted downstairs.
Oh, shan't be a tick. What am I on the carpet for?
How should I know? The mistress says she wants you in the library. I didn't say you were on the carpet.
No, but by the grip you've got on my arm, this is an appointment I'm not allowed to miss.
Just get down the stairs.
After you, Dumbo.
You clumsy fool! Brought down by a slip of a girl.
She'll get away.
She's got away, and you let her. We've got to get to the mill. We'll deal with her after we put paid to Conquest.
Primrose, my foot. More like poison ivy. You great sap desperado.
Over here, under the trees.
I want you to clear out now. Things are going to get a bit hot around here. Mandeville's waiting to
You
take
don't
you to...
understand. I can't desert my father. I can't betray him, whatever he's involved in. He is my father, God help him.
Listen, Primrose.
No, I can't just leave him now. I can't. He's here now.
What?
In the mill, he's in there now. I know he's involved in some kind of criminal work. I just don't know what.
Right, I think it's time we took the lid off things, don't you? Now, how can we get into there without attracting any attention?
There's a side entrance, I'll show you. Is that a gun?
Just my pocket torch. Stay close to me now.
I will.
And how, Sir Hastings, are all our little diamonds tonight?
Good God, Conquest! Primrose, what are you doing with the...
Yeah, naughty, naughty, Sir Hastings. Don't get up and keep your hands on the bench where I can see them.
Dad!
Don't hit me, man. Primrose, tell him.
Nice little workshop you've got here, so that's the setup.
No, this is. Easy, Conquest. Make a move and she gets it. Hold still, lady.
Well done, Dawes. Now drop the torch, Conquest.
Your own daughter, you wouldn't.
No, but he will. Now drop it, please. Thank you. Tie his hands, Dawes. No tricks, Conquest.
Well, Sir Hastings, as pretty an operation as ever I saw. And if you had behaved yourself decently, you would probably have carried on unhindered.
Oh, with you out of the way, I shall. Take your cigarette case and the lighter. Oh, yes, we've heard about your gadgets.
The stuff from the Hotel Supreme job? Or are they still the Launceston Bevan heirlooms you're melting down? Where do they go on those barges, the gems, once you've separated them? Amsterdam?
You think you're clever, don't you, Conquest? Well, I'm standing at the clever end of the gun. Where's the Everard Gill?
Leave her out of it. She knows nothing of this. She's in London.
Don't give us that. She half broke my arm. I'll kill her.
Well, it's a shame she didn't break your neck, you pea-brained gorilla, you half...
Shut it, you. I'll smash your face in. You... Oh, me fingers!
You shouldn't grab people by their lapels. And I can still kick you where it hurts. You can thump me over the head, try to drown me in a sack, but you threatened my pal Pixie, and you've overstepped the mark. There, a nice clean job. Not bad with both hands tied behind my back. Keep him covered, Primrose. I've nearly got them free. Primrose!
Reach, Conquest.
Kill him! Kill him now!
Oh, don't look so shocked. What did you think?
That with my long blonde hair and willing lips, I must be an innocent.
Good grief, you're a cold-blooded killer, and you'll swing for it. Roper was a damned efficient police officer, too efficient, and he was bludgeoned to death for it by Sangley and Dawes, and Sangley was told to do it by you.
I should have done it myself.
Yes, you'd have made a better job of it. Like the job you did on Sangley.
I was going to have you killed with the tramp and your Miss Everard. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give myself the pleasure of killing you now.
Not if I can help it.
What the... Ow!
Pixie! You shot her! You shot Pixie!
Shoot him, Primrose! Shoot!
Things. Take this, Brother Mandy.
Leave him to me, Governor. See what you can do for young Miss Joy. Oh, God, she flung herself in front of you. If that hellcat so much as moves a finger, I shall send her back to Hades full of lead.
Hello, Desperado. Bill Mandeville.
The doctor tells me everything's going to be all right.
Your arm.
Oh, it's not like yours.
Hugh, I'm glad to see you, Miss Joy. I thought you'd like to know we nabbed Trevor and his daughter, along with Dawes. And we found a book with the names of all the lesser crooks. And they're all being rounded up this minute. Oh, you've been keeping us pretty busy, I can tell you.
Glad to hear it, Bill.
Well, I'd better get back to it then. You are going to end up with a substantial reward, young lady. Cheerio.
I'll be getting along too, miss. See you back home soon underneath the arches, I hope.
Thanks for coming to see me, Mandeville. Desperado.
I can't begin to say the things I ought to say, Pixie. I wish you'd stop smiling at me like that.
Oh, there's plenty of time for me to be cross with you. Right now, I'm enjoying seeing you squirm, you great chiseler.
You little Pixie.
I don't know how you're going to make it up to me.
I don't think I ever can.
You can take me away for a long, recuperative holiday. Just the two of us. Somewhere down south. A long way from any hint of an adventure.
Well, we'll have to take Mandy. Where do you have in mind? Bournemouth?
Actually, I was thinking more south of the equator.
Wasn't that island a bit hot?
Well, it was glorious, Mandeville. You really should have come along. Golden beaches. Do you remember, Norman? And all those gorgeous bronzed fishermen.
Strangely, they don't seem to have left the same impression on me as they have on you.
I don't like it when it's too hot, miss.
Well, that's just it, Mandeville. It wasn't too hot at all. In fact, there wasn't the slightest hint of any trouble until the moment we touched down on the runway here. And then it all hotted up again pretty quickly.
Has it ever occurred to you that it might be Mandy that attracts the trouble? Or Bill?
I can't believe I heard you say that.
I've said it before, and I'm sure it won't be the last time you attract trouble, Conquest.
Like bad meat attracts blowflies. Well, Mandeville, in a forlorn gift for you that we hope will keep you from getting too bored. Here.
What? It's ginormous.
Well, that's partly why we had to get you here. There was nowhere ready to hide it underneath the arches, but it is from all of us.
Oh, miss.
Happy birthday. Turn it on, Mandy.
Yeah, hang on. This is Scotland Yard. You'll have me drummed up the force.
The valves only take a moment. Would you care to dance, Miss Everard?
After all that Primrose Trevor nonsense, I thought you'd never ask. You great chump.
Guy Fithin from the book by Barclay Gray. Christopher Casanova played Norman Conquest, and Bonnie Langford played Pixie. Richard Davies played Superintendent Williams, and Colin Spall Mandeville Livingstone. Linda Regan played Primrose Trevor, John Woodvine Sir Hastings Trevor, Gavin Muir Dawes, Anthony Jackson Sangley, and Lyndon Gregory D.I. Marsh. Music was composed by Robert Rigby. Miss Dynamite was produced by Stuart Richards and Michael Cameron and was a Mr. Punch production. Was Adrian Bean.
Order.
Bayswater 1066.
At Charing Cross.
It's after midnight. midnight. I've been in bed for an hour already.
Pixie, something's come up. But before you ask, it's a dull, ordinary sort of job that wouldn't interest you at all. I only rang so you wouldn't get worried. I'll be back in the small hours.
Come off it, desperado. I bet it's something absolutely bristling with horrible danger.
It's nothing of the sort. If you must know, all I'm going to do is to break into an office building on the Strand and open someone's safe.
Oh, is that all? Oh, tell me where to meet you and I'll be there in 15 minutes. When it comes to busting safes...
For goodness sake, Pixie, this isn't the sort of conversation we should hold over the telephone. Now snuggle back into bed and I'll see you in the morning. Edwards, Richard and Cameron. Aha! Choate and Herridew, 5th floor. Use the lift. Folly, Mr. Herridew. I think I had better keep all this boodle safe. Hello? Delightful. Bracelets. But my design... the papers. A, B, C for ha-ha-ha. This should make quite a blaze. I believe.
Put it out!
It's pretty well burnt itself out now. Really no need for all this excitement. Mr. Choate, you may be interested to learn that I've made this cheering little fire with the Carrington Hall files.
I don't know who you are or what you think you're playing at, but I'll have the night watchman here right away. Parsons!
That's enough about that, brother!
No, don't shoot.
I hate starting any rough stuff, Slug, but I'd rather this chat of ours was private and uninterrupted. Now move away from the door!
What do you want?
Listen, Ulcer. Not 2 days ago, a semi-demented human wreck named Sir Miles Carrington threw himself beneath an underground train.
What?
I wonder how many other of your victims you've driven to similar deaths. I've also taken around £10,000 from the safe. Not for me. Perhaps I'm getting too particular these days, but I couldn't bring myself to use any of your money. No, some of the hospitals around London will get a pleasant surprise in the morning.
Damn you! You won't get away with this!
Breaking in here! Burning your crooked loan agreements, pinching your ill-gotten gains. All the same, sit down at that desk. Put that down, Choate. Choate, don't be ridiculous. Put that paperweight down, you damn fool.
You can't bluff me with your silly little gun.
Some silly thing to do, Choate. Choate? Who's there?
You there, Mr. Choate?
Hell's bells, the night watchman. Easy, Conquest.
Mr. Choate! Oh, my God! Oh, my God, Mr. Choate! Oh, my God! Stop! Help! Police!
We present Christopher Casanova as Norman Conquest and Bonnie Langford as Pixie in Killer Conquest. By Barclay Gray. Killer Conquest.
Willoughby Choate, sir. Murdered?
All grief, Wells. Well, it's been coming to that slimy loan shark for a long time, and that partner of his...
Sir, this is Mr. Parsons, the night watchman.
Anything been touched in here? Well?
Me? Not likely. I took one look, saw Mr. Choate sitting there with a ruddy great hole in his head and run downstairs screaming murder. Yeah, and it were 5 minutes before a copper turned up. He could have done me in and all.
Who could?
The killer. He was here with Choate when I come in.
What do you make of this, Wells?
Whoever burnt those papers was either very careless or in a big hurry, sir. The ashes aren't even broken up. Some of the documents aren't even completely burnt.
Yeah, what's this? Ringtone or something? So, now, what have we got? The safe is intact, doesn't look as though it's been forced, a neat pile of ashes, a man with a bullet in his brain, and a great big glass paperweight in the middle of the floor.
Shall I tell you something?
No, keep quiet.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? You try to help.
Shut up.
He came in through the skylight.
What?
The killer. He came in through up there. I know.
Don't talk nonsense, man. It's bolted from the inside.
Come on, Wells. We've wasted enough time here. Get the fingerprint boys in soon as possible, and I want everything dusted. Doorknob, safe door, and the paperweight. And see what they can do with the ashes, eh?
God love us, Governor. I didn't know you was home.
Curse you, Mandy. You made me jump out of my skin. Why aren't you tucked up in bed asleep?
How did it go, sir? No itches?
As a matter of fact, there was a hitch, rather a dramatic hitch. Things didn't go quite as planned.
Oh, you woke me up out of a nice dream. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, what's all this money?
Blimey, Governor.
The late Mr. Choate's ill-gotten gains.
Late? What a beautiful bracelet, Desperado. It looks Roman. Where did you...
Either of you care for a drink? Funny sort of hour for it, I'll admit. It suits you, Pixie. It came from Choate's safe along with the money. At first I thought it must be some heirloom that he'd taken from some unfortunate family that he had under the yoke, but now I'm not so sure. Ah, that'll be the police.
The police? Desperado, what have you been up to?
I expect that's exactly what the police would like to ask me.
Inspector Wells, and don't try any of your funny stuff with him. He hasn't my sense of humour. And also, this visit isn't a laughing matter. Oh, hello, Miss Everard.
Gosh, Bill, this is all very formal. Whatever's up?
You've been a long time getting here. I expected you before this. Either you two blokes fancy a drink.
We're here on an official matter, Mr. Conquest.
Yes, I know. But look here, can't you drop the starchiness and sit down? I'll tell you all about it.
You know something about it?
Well, of course I do, Bill. I was there. Don't tell me you haven't found my prints all over the place.
In view of what you've just said, sir, I must warn you
It's no good warning Conquest of anything, Wells. You'd better let him talk. And now, for the love of Mike, take this thing seriously. Conquest, you're in a real jam this time. And unless your story is good, and I mean good, you are not going to find it easy to put yourself in the clear.
Unfortunately, Bill, my story isn't good. It isn't good at all.
Will one of you please tell me what's
Look out, sir! He's got a gun!
Here you are, Bill.
Thanks. Oh, do get up, Wells.
Sorry, sir.
One cartridge missing, and you haven't cleaned it since the last shot was fired.
The shot that killed Choate.
Huh?
Sorry, funny face, but that's what happened. No sense denying it.
Blimey, Governor.
It was a bullet from that gun that killed Choate. I did kill him, yes, but it wasn't murder. It was my finger that pulled the trigger, Bill, and if your jittery friend thinks that sounds like a confession, I'd better go into a few more details.
Curse it, Conquest, you better!
I think I'll take you up on that drink after all, Desperado.
2 nights ago, Sir Miles Carrington, the war hero, ended his own life under the wheels of an underground train. Unversed in the ways of crooked moneylenders and hit by the post-war agricultural depression, Sir Miles had negotiated a loan with Choate and Heridew Limited. He'd already paid off the original loan many times over, but so relentlessly had Choate played his victim that he had drained him dry and left him more heavily in debt than ever.
It's a familiar enough story. We've had our eye on Choate and Heridew and their sordid business for years, but good God, man, what are you suggesting, that he deserved?
Choate refused point blank 2 days ago to give the Carringtons any more time to pay. He was turning Sir Miles, along with his wife and children, out of their home. Driven to distraction and despair, it seems, Sir Miles took his own life in a moment of desperation. I went to Choate's office with one purpose and one purpose only, to destroy the Carrington loan documents and release his widow from the burden of debt that Sir Miles had paid off over and over again. I was planning to stroll into Choate's office next morning, tell him what I'd done, then defy him to prosecute.
So what did actually happen?
Unfortunately, Choate came into the office while I was still there. Everything could still have gone more or less to plan, only Choate decided to try and brain me with a large glass paperweight.
While you were pointing a gun at him?
Madness, I agree. He hurled the damn thing at me across the desk. It was such a damn silly thing for him to do that I don't mind telling you that it took me by surprise. Anyway, the paperweight hit my hand, actually hit my finger on the trigger and fired the gun.
I've had enough of this. What do you take us for, Conquest? Do you expect us to believe that this paperweight that you claim Choate threw at you set off your gun and the bullet just happened to go clean through Choate's forehead?
Oh, believe it or not, just as you like, it's what happened.
Well, we did find a paperweight on the floor.
And what of it? Conquest probably dreamt up this feeble explanation and put it on the floor before he left the office. My God. Feeble is right. I've never heard anything thinner.
And what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to place you under arrest for the willful murder of Willoughby Choate.
All right, Inspector, I'll come quietly. Bill, can you check that paperweight thoroughly for fingerprints?
Of course. If your prints aren't on it, then it's not quite such a possibility that you planted it.
It's not much, but it's something. Chin up, funny face. I'll beat this.
We will. I knew I should have come with you.
Look, it may be nothing. Just after the gun went off, before I heard the night watchman coming up the stairs, I heard a sort of scuffling noise. It sounds daft, but it felt as though, there was someone else there.
Where? In the office?
I don't know. But don't worry. I'll see you before the night's out. All right, Inspector. Okay, Bill. Let's go. Mandy, take care of...
You don't have to tell me, Governor.
Oh, more ruddy cops, eh? I thought we just got rid of the last of you. Excuse the language, miss, but we're going to be here all night.
I won't excuse your language. And we're not police. My name's Anne Strother, and this is my assistant, Captain Griggs.
Department M, Foreign Office.
And who are you, exactly?
This is Mr. Herridew, Mr. Choate's partner. I'm Parsons. I'm the night watchman.
Foreign Office. Intelligence, eh? Well, what is it? I was about to get off home.
I'm here to inspect Mr. Choate's office. We have reason to believe that there's more to this murder than appears on the surface.
Well, what on earth makes you think that there could be anything about Choate's death that could possibly interest intelligence?
Oh, not Mr. Choate, Mr. Herridew. Conquest.
So, you mean that...
I take it that nothing has been touched since the lab people dusted for fingerprints.
Only the safe. I was told I had to open it to see if there was anything missing apart from the Carrington papers that were found burnt.
Beats me how that Conquest bloke got it open.
And was there?
Was there? No. That is nothing that I'm aware of at the moment, other than a large sum of money. I'm not certain how much at the moment. I told the superintendent about it.
We suspect that Conquest was interested in something more significant than cash or the Carrington papers. Is there anything you might be able to tell us about your late partner, Mr. Choate, that would help us, Mr. Herridew?
Absolutely not. Conquest came here with the single purpose of robbery. When my poor partner surprised him, he murdered him in cold blood. That leprous young swine is a common criminal. He deserves the hangman's rope. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Of course. But there's no doubt that this Conquest is a man of peculiar and startling talents.
He's a dirty, filthy murderer.
All the same, sir. Until the police have got him under lock and key, perhaps you should be vigilant.
You mean they haven't got him yet? You think there's a possibility of him coming after me?
Is there some reason for him to?
Absolutely not. No. Now, if you'll excuse me.
There's no need for you to hang about up here. Any chance of you rustling us all up a cup of tea?
I'll never forget it. Long as I live, it was an awful sight. Mr. Choate sitting there with a great hole in his head.
I'm sure.
I'll get the sack now, for sure. That there Herridew reckons I let that Conquest slip in through the front, but he never.
He must have done. There's no other way.
He come in through the skylight like I told the superintendent, and he never listened neither. I don't know why it's locked now.
What makes you think he came in from up there?
I heard his mate.
His mate?
Creeping off across the leads. I heard him. After he pushed me and ran off down the stairs, I heard the other one. I wanted to shout, but it was such a shock. Nothing came out like. And that's when I heard him up there.
Help me move the desk over.
Oh.
Right. A chair on top should do it. Give me a leg up, man. Strother.
Right, boss.
Mandy. It's been raining tonight, and there's not even a trace of a layer of dust for there to be any footprints in. It's all tiles, apart from this little gravelly parapet.
That's it! That's the noise I heard!
Well, if there was someone up here, they could have crossed over to any of those other buildings. Oh, it's a crazy hope. The chance of anyone being up here at the time of the shot...
But the governor and this watchman both think they heard something, Miss Joy.
Cat burglars do cat burgle offices in the Strand, I suppose. And seeing a light coming up through the skylight, they would naturally creep forward and have a look.
Don't move. Hold it there, miss. What? Just by your foot. To your right. That's it.
Oh, well spotted, Mandy. I would have trodden it flat.
Take my hanky, miss. It's clean.
Right. Oh, well, this has been hardened by the night air, but it's fresh and clean. With all the grime that's up on this roof, I don't think it can have been up here more than a couple of hours. Come on, let's get it over to Bill at the yard.
It's about time you had better cells in this dump. The one you gave me was cold and draughty. I didn't like it a bit.
What? Yeah.
I'm sorry, my dear old desk sergeant. I expect you'll get hold over the coals for this.
Stop there. Stop right there.
Still, I shan't have too many sleepless nights, sir.
Don't come back here. Help! Quick! Stop him! Prisoner escaping!
You found it where?
Bill, you'll give yourself a headache.
I've already got a headache. First Conquest strolls out of a cell under that flatfoot Wells's nose, and now you pop up saying you've not only been to the crime scene, but you removed evidence. Well, what is it anyway? No, before you tell me that, where the hell is that boyfriend of yours?
Such language, Bill. I've already told you I haven't the faintest idea where Norman is. That's very much your department at the moment, seeing as he's festooned with murder charges and on the run. I'm concentrating on getting him out of this jam.
I'm sorry, I can't help it, but he's not done much to convince anyone of his innocence with this stunt of his. So, you went up under the roof of Choate's office, eh? Now, what made you think
that dozy night watchman Parsons said he thought he'd heard something, or someone, up there.
Good Lord.
Yes, he said he'd mentioned it to you. Anyhow, I found, or rather Livingston found, this up there.
I see. Well, what is it?
Chewing gum.
And there are clear impressions in it of a fingerprint and a big, juicy thumbprint.
Deuce, so there are.
Strikes me, miss, it's a bit close in here.
You're right, Mandeville. Bill, can we get this chewing gum down to the fingerprint records department right away before it begins to warm up and soften again?
All right, then. They're a good set of prints, but I don't want you to get disappointed now, because
If there was someone up there, and if they did see what happened and can corroborate Conquest's story...
We still have to identify them and then lay hands on them. There's a lot of biffs there, you know.
I know it's a long shot, Bill, but at the moment it's the only hope Norman's got.
But how could he possibly have found out?
How do I know? You were supposed to release the stuff onto the market slowly. Wasn't he, my dear?
Yes, I told you, a bit at a time, without anyone noticing.
I did. It's only those few coins I've moved on. Well, perhaps he doesn't know. Perhaps he was simply after the Carrington paper.
Well, if he didn't know already, he certainly suspects something now. The amulet is gone from the safe, and there's only one person who could have got it, and the Foreign Office are on to him.
Blast, Choate. There's nothing else for it. We'll have to dig all the rest of it up. Now. Tonight.
But damn it, man, it's buried on my land. Why in God's name shouldn't I just keep the stuff?
You fool, Claude. Shut up. You know very well why not. Every last coin that's buried out there is treasure trove, and if anyone else finds out it's there, we'll not see a fraction of its true worth.
But, Margaret, we'd get something. A reward, at least.
We might not even get that, after we have to fight the actions brought by the former owner of this house. Do you think you can convince a court that you repossessed it by just and legal means?
Oh, no.
You'd go to prison for that, if nothing else. Peters is right. You'll have to dig through, into the crypt, and get the rest of those wretched relics tonight.
The ground's too wet, all this rain. It's too dangerous. It could collapse in at any moment. We'll have to wait until it's dried out a bit, at least.
It's a Roman vault. It's been buried there all this time without collapsing. All those things, gold coins, cups, bangles, all lying there for 1,000 years, undisturbed. And you want to let Conquest take them from under your nose?
Of course not. But what will we do with it all? How will we get rid of it?
Leave that to me. With my connections with collectors all over the world, I'll be able to pass it off before anybody starts to wonder where it's all coming from. We might have to take a bit of a knock to get rid of it quickly, but with Choate out of the frame, we just split 3 ways.
Well, don't just stand there talking about it.
Get out there and start digging.
For a meeting.
What kept you two? I was beginning to get quite uncomfortable amongst all these poor creatures behind bars.
Hello, Governor.
You know those scraping sounds you thought you heard in Choate's office? I got up on the roof and Mandeville spotted a wad of chewing gum.
Why do I get the feeling that I'm still on the brink of the precipice?
Hold on, less of that precipice stuff. We found some prints on the chewing gum. They belong to a part-time crook called Eddie Mills. Eddie Slippers Mills.
Good work, Pixie.
Well, Mandeville's the one to thank. All right, it's a ghost of a chance that someone witnessed what happened in Choate's office, but it might just come off.
We've got to find this bloke next. He's probably down Kennington way, apparently, and then find out if he did see anything.
Oh, you got to find it for me, Brother Mandy. It's too risky for me to be on the move at the moment, and the last thing I want right now is to get thrown back behind bars. There's too much to do.
Blackfoot's onto him and run us in as accessories for not telling him where you are. Don't worry, Norman. Mandeville and I will run Slippers Eddie to earth.
I know you will, funny face.
Oh, I thought we'd stand a better chance of getting something useful out of him on our own before he gets panicked by the police.
Well, I know what's coming to me if Eddie Mills fails me.
Don't be so ghoulish.
Realistic, Pixie. I got a strong objection to dropping 6 feet through space with nothing to hold me but a rope necklace.
Governor, what I still can't fathom is how you managed to bust out of Strand Station so easy.
Well, keep it under your hat, Brother Mandy. But I keep a tiny lockpick in a pocket of false skin under my left arm.
You'd never find it if you didn't know it was there. It's incredible stuff, developed by a doctor in California for the movie business. He told us the most extraordinary things it's used for.
I'll beat this murder tangle. But you know, Mandy, there's something that keeps nagging at me as well. What I still don't get is where this Roman bangle fits into all this mess.
There's more of it here. Hang on, this bit's loose.
Stand back, man. Let me.
It moved. It's going. Look out!
Keep still! The whole thing might fall in, and us with it.
What's that stench?
Good God. Give me the torch. We're through. That stale air, it's coming up out of the vault.
Smells dank. Earthy. Smells like the air has been trapped down there for 100 years. Like death.
Nearer 1,000. This darkness, it's...
what can you see down there?
Black as ink. Look, Peters, I'm too big, but you could squeeze through.
You think it's safe? What if there's a further collapse?
I'd go myself. No, leave it then if you're afraid.
It doesn't look much of a drop. All right.
Give me a hand. I'll lower you down.
Oh, my Lord.
It's all right. It's just loose bits. What can you see? What's down there?
I'm standing in an arched chamber. It's incredible. It must be about the size of your billiards room, and all underground. Some sort of burial place, all right. Original Roman brickwork, intact. I say, Herod, this looks like a find.
What?
Well, it's also encrusted with dirt and age. It's hard to say. There's coins and goblets, and they're heavy.
Pass some of it up. Show me. Gold.
This one's a gold aureus. Roman, though I can't be sure of the period. Ah! Help me! Help me up!
You're all right?
I knew that would happen. I could have been buried alive.
Nonsense. What a discovery. Not now, Margaret.
But there's a gentleman here to see you, Claude. He says his name is Conquest.
Pardoning, gents?
How dare you come here? My wife has called the police. They'll be here presently.
Oh, tiresome, but there you are. I was hoping to have a civilized chat with a contemptible rat. Who's your friend?
Don't you touch me!
Take it easy, Herod. You're getting hysterical.
You killed Choate. Killed him in cold blood. The police should have locked you up.
What is going on? I must inform you, Mr. Conquest.
Yes, your husband's already told me that you've been busy on the telephone, Mrs. Heridew. Which is a shame, because now I'll have to leave without the benefit of your knowledge of the ancient world.
What?
Ah, so you can speak. Perhaps you're the classicist.
What are you raving about? The man's obviously insane.
We'll have to settle our account another time, Heridew. Cheerio!
Oh, my God. Did you hear that?
He knows. Shut up, both of you. He knows nothing. Nothing other than what you've given away by your stupidity.
Settle our account. Where the hell are the police? Why don't they come? He'll get away.
The last thing we want is the police sniffing around.
But he might have killed me. He's going to kill me.
He won't be able to get at you if you're in prison. Now pull yourself together.
Superintendent William C.I.D. Where is he?
He must have passed you. He just this minute left the house when he heard you coming.
I'll double back.
Now, he'll be long gone by now, Wells, knowing Conquest.
What the hell kept you? He could have killed me the time it took you.
But you have reason to believe that Mr. Conquest intends to kill you, sir?
What do you think? Killed my poor partner, Choate. Now he comes here making all kinds of threats.
What kind of threats, sir?
Threats? Said he'd settle our account.
So what did he mean, do you think?
How the hell should I know?
The man's a lunatic, and you've let him walk out.
Well, if there's nothing further you can tell us, perhaps we'd better get after him.
Yes, perhaps you'd better had. It's an outrage.
Yes, madam. Now, if you'll excuse me, madam. What do you want to Conquest? There's more to this, Wells, than meets the eye.
Oh, my. That was too close.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I am. This is all getting out of hand. Choate's dead, for God's sake. I think we ought to lie low until this is blown over.
Lie low. You want to...
Damn it, Margaret, I don't need your permission.
Lying out there are artifacts of inestimable value, and you want to creep away and hide.
We can't get them now. The police might come back at any time. Conquest himself might be watching.
Besides, the vault's too unsafe. It might all come down at any moment without proper bracing.
Listen to yourselves, you snivelling, spineless creatures. The only danger to us is you.
I'm not taking any more of this woman. You can't make me do anything.
I'm not even going to try, Claude. I'll give you lie low.
What are you doing? No! No!
Come back here. Now, what were you saying about digging?
Bayswater, 1066.
1066? Hello, Pixie.
Desperado, are you all right? Where are you?
I'm fine, funny face. Better not give too much away. You alone?
As far as I know, if you take my meaning. But anybody might be listening in. What happened at Herodew's?
I was only a step ahead of Bill. Herodew's like a rat on hot coals. He and some other vermin have been ferreting around out in the grounds. They were covered in mud. Take it there's no news from south of the river.
I'm sorry, Norman. I wish there was something else I could do.
Well, there is, actually. Dig out our mugshot files.
What am I looking for?
Ears. I've seen some strangely familiar ears.
Use your feet, come on. Work at it. Move. Use your feet.
He's quicker than you were.
You what?
Still start them then.
Hey. So...
Hello, Frank.
You're a chancer, pal. Keep working, you lice. Long time. What is it? 15, 20 years?
I ain't here to rake it over, Frank. I just ain't got the time.
None of us have.
I've got to find Eddie Mills. Now, do you know him? Slippers, they call him.
He's inside.
You know him? You sure?
That's how come it's called Slippers. Thought like he was wearing a pair. He went away for that Walworth Road job. Must be 18 months back, more.
If he was out...
He's not. I'd have seen him. Well, hit him then!
You're looking flabby, Frank. See ya.
He had a place over Peacock Street before. Old Mick Cronin's.
It means a lot. Thanks, Frank.
Was a fluke of a punch.
Desperado, I nearly leapt out of my skin.
All clear.
A Mandeville telephoned. He thinks he's traced Mills to a room in a house down on the Pullets estate at the Elephant.
Good old Mandy. Can you get over there in the Pace Special, Pixie, and pick him up?
Aren't you coming?
Well, I'm going back to Herodew's.
Norman.
There's something very odd about that setup, Pixie, and it has the distinct scent of boodle about it. More to the point, if our pal Slippers doesn't come up with the goods, this Herodew angle might be my last hope.
Good luck, Desperado. Oh, I pulled out the mugshot files for you. They're by the telephone. I'd better get going then, hadn't I?
What time it is. Hold on. Look, I know, Bill. I'm just going to say one thing. Take a look at your file on Sweet-Faced Babs. Sweet-Faced Babs, yes. When you find it, look at the ears. Bye, Bill. Right. With a bit of luck, Herodew, you'll be sound asleep by now. Grief, Herodew. Well, another body. This is getting interesting. How did you get all this mud over you? Now, that's a new one on me.
What do you want? Waking people up in the middle of the night.
Mr. Cronin, we're just wondering if our old friend Slippers, Eddie Mills, is in.
No, he's not.
Well, you don't mind if we come in out of the rain for a moment, do you?
Who are you? Look, I don't want no trouble.
Mr. Cronin, all we want is to have a chat with Eddie.
You busies? Supposing he isn't. You got nothing on Eddie. He's not done a job for months, only just got out. And he was framed up by that last stretch and all. Eddie's a good boy, so he is.
Well, it's all right, Mick.
Look, I never told him, Eddie. I never told him you were here.
Don't worry, Mick. It's okay. I ain't done nothing, mister.
All we want to know, Eddie, is what you were doing in the Strand.
No, you can't fry me again. I weren't even in the Strand. I was here. All last night, after 10:30, when the pub shut, wasn't I, Mick?
That's right.
Eddie, I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you.
You are?
Eddie, when you were framed up, if there had been someone that could have helped clear your name and they didn't, what would you have thought of them?
Oh, not sure I can say in front of you, miss. You being a lady, like.
When did that stop you?
Can I offer you a stick of chewing gum, Eddie?
I can't. I'm exhausted. Put that lot in the pillowcase, then. Careful, those cups will dent easily.
Wow.
Conquest.
There's something about pure, unadulterated gold that makes us mere mortals lose our grip a little, wouldn't you agree?
I expected you to turn up, Conquest. No, don't move. Just stand where you are. I shall not hesitate to shoot.
And you're quite a shot, judging by your late husband.
Put up your hand.
I shouldn't fire any shots if I were you. This place is none too safe without the shock of confined explosions.
I'm getting out of here.
Get back to work, you.
What are you going to do? He's right. You can't shoot me or I'll have the whole thing down on us all. I'm getting out.
Don't risk it. Don't shoot.
Drop the gun, Conquest. I've nothing left to lose and rather a lot to gain. Do it.
Easy.
Conquest, where are you? Conquest, are you all right?
Keep quiet. Down here, Inspector. Help!
Give it up. You can't get...
You killed my husband. You're nothing but a common robber. Then you killed Peters, and you meant to kill me. It was self-defense.
Conquest.
Oh, Superintendent, thank God you've come. He went mad, crazy. He killed my husband, chased me and Mr. Peters down here.
My God. You shot him!
I had to. He would have killed me, like he killed my husband.
These lies won't help you. You killed your husband and Peter's a poor Conquest, Mrs. Herridew. Or should I call you sweet-faced Babs?
It's a pity you butted in at such a moment, sweetheart. But time presses. You don't know how it presses. There's going to be an awful lot of bother if I'm not out of here in a minute. Stay where you are. Yeah, not that it makes any difference now. Your coming has only bunged a small spanner in the works. Why aren't you tucked up in bed at this hour, you silly policeman? You could have avoided being buried with your friend.
Get down, Bill! Down by the wall!
Good timing, Inspector. Steady, Eddie. It's all right.
Superintendent's here already.
Your Bill's here.
That's his Jaguar, miss.
Ah, there's the all light now. Someone's coming. Conquest?
Well, it was lucky the bullet did nick me, or I might have got shot at again.
How the hell did you drag me clear? I was rooted to the spot. Oh, just a minute, I've got a match here. No. No, what did you do that for? I've only got a couple.
We've got to get out of here fast, Bill. The rest of the roof may fall in at any time. We need our eyes to be sensitive to the smallest pinprick of light. Look. Look up there.
Where?
It's faint. The tiniest glimmer.
My God, yeah. I think you're right.
If I give you a leg up, do you think you can reach to dig up through?
Well, I could try. Oh, it's just balanced. If I put it, I could bring the ruddy lot down.
Never mind, just get up through there.
What? I'll leave you down here, the whole lot could crash on top of it.
Curse you, Bill! Get out, you obstinate old mule!
I'll remember that.
What you're telling us is horrible, Mrs. Herridew. You say Conquest killed your husband and took you and Peters out to some vault.
Where is Norman now?
Accident. Collapsed.
Here. What was that? Well, what about the superintendent? Are they at the vault?
I'm going to see this vault.
Miss, this man's been shot in the back. The governor would never shoot
No, he wouldn't. You killed him.
Damn you. Stop there.
She's going again!
Get back against the wall, all of you.
What have you done with Norman? Where's Bill?
They're out there, like I told you, with Peters. Buried under tons of earth and Roman stonework.
They're dead. The superintendent...
It's impossible that they're alive.
You can't kill Bill Williams of the Yard that easily. As for killing me, now that is impossible. Not this time, sweet face. That's my pal. You're pointing a gun at.
Steady, Conquest. No need to overdo it. That's a woman, you...
A nice, clean job.
That's no ordinary woman, Wells. You ever heard of sweet-faced Babs?
Also known as Horace Augustus Hillier.
He's a man.
My goodness.
Oh, Norman, you're bleeding.
Oh, it's just a nick. I'll live.
It should have gone through your heart.
I've got her. Him.
How did you know, sir?
I didn't. Conquest tipped me off. Told me to look at an old photo.
You couldn't have recognized me. You're right. You really are unrecognizable. But something made me go back through my old rogues gallery to an old account of a Notting Hill murder 8 years ago. Still wanted for it, Horace Hillier, renowned female impersonator of the Beaumont Theatre, better known as Sweet-Faced Babs. You've changed everything about yourself except for the one thing that's impossible to alter. Your ears.
We never laid hands on Hillier for the brutal murder of the manager of the Beaumont. He vanished. Until now.
By marrying Mr. Herridew. Incredible. But, I mean, didn't he know?
Claude? Of course he knew. He knew everything. I don't look so shocked, Inspector. It suited him. He wasn't what you'd call red-blooded. I blame the school myself. I saw it as a way of disappearing at first, but I ended up a slave. Claude was weak, a cowardly bully. I never felt safe.
So when you saw the chance of killing him...
As Herridew's widow, I would have finally have been free.
And how did this Peters figure in all this?
He was a dealer in ancient antiquities, Claude found. He was the one that realized the significance of the find in the first place.
Take him away, Wells. You'll stand trial for 3 murders. The Beaumont manager, Harry Drew and Peters, and the attempted murder of young Conquest and myself, come to that. Oh, get a squad sent over from the yard to mop up, Wells. I'll wait here till they arrive.
Perhaps you'll swing alongside me for Choate, Conquest.
Come along, you.
Williams, Eddie. Bill, meet Eddie Slippers Mills, gun chewer and...
Roof repairer, sir.
You found him? I don't believe it.
And under all this mud...
I know who that is, miss. That's the bloke I saw down through the skylight.
I'll never complain about treading in that stuff ever again.
So you did see it, and tell me exactly what you saw.
Well, I was creeping along the ledge.
Yes, I know as you do when you're fixing loose tiles in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well... All of a sudden, this light comes on right in front of me, like up through the skylight. I creeps forwards to look down and I sees this gent.
Go ahead, Eddie. Everything.
He opens the safe, doesn't he? I thought he was the boss because he opens it no trouble, like.
Really?
Yeah, well, soon realise he's not, because he unloads the cash and then burns a load of papers. Then the second geezer comes in, this gent pulls a gun on him, and there's a row, the second bloke yells at him, and... That's when it happened.
Accident?
Yeah. The other party picks up this big paperweight thing and flings it at this gent. It hits his hand, and the gun went off. I seen it plain, sir. This gent couldn't have helped what happened.
Thank you, Eddie. That's all I need to know. My God, you're lucky, Conquest. When everything is taken into consideration, this man's story ought to clear you.
Pleased as head curator to be able to introduce to you all Superintendent William Williams of Scotland Yard, who, as I'm sure many will be aware, was instrumental in securing these exhibits for the British Museum.
Thank you. I'm not one for speeches, really, but I would particularly like to thank Mr. Norman Conquest, without whom none of these treasures would be here. Nor would I, for that matter. Well, it really gives me great pleasure to declare the Caecilius Burial Exhibition open.
Hello, Bill. Don't they look beautiful?
Oh, fabulous. I've never thought they'd polish up like that to see them lying there half buried.
You know, the curator tells me this is one of the most significant exhibits of Roman treasure ever discovered in Britain.
Well, I'm just glad it's above ground with us, rather than me being with it below. And I've got you to thank for that, Conquest.
Stow it, Bill. If your long arm of the law hadn't hoiked me up out of there...
Oh, which reminds me, I've not seen you to congratulate you on the successful outcome of your trial.
He did have a brilliant lawyer.
Oh, I thought you represented yourself.
Exactly. Too many barristers today seem to have forgotten that justice comes above the law.
Very profound, Pixie.
Well, none of us are above either, though. Well, I'll have to go. Cat burglar down Kennington way. Cheerio, you two.
Bye, Bill. What now, desperado? Home?
I was going to take you out for dinner, since you're wearing your jewellery.
Oh, Conquest. I do feel a bit naughty.
Well, I did give back all the cash. Regard this as an exhibit on permanent loan, shall we?
Conquest, adapted by Guy Fithin from the book by Barclay Gray. Christopher Casanova played Norman Conquest, and Bonnie Langford played Pixie. Richard Davies played Superintendent Williams, and Colin Spall, Mandeville Livingstone. Kerry Shale played Horace Augustus Hillier, Neville Jason, Claude Heridew, Jonathan Taffler, D.I. Wells, Anthony Jackson, Willoughby Choate, and Gavin Muir, Parsons the Night Watchman. Music was composed by Robert Rigby. Killer Conquest was produced by Stuart Richards and Michael Cameron and was a Mr. Punch production. Was Adrian Bean.
If I wanted a cab, I'd ask for one. I have my motor car parked around the corner.
And a good night to you then, sir.
Strange black cats, cigarettes. Get your cigarettes, black cats, black cats.
Oh.
Got a light, Governor?
Light? Oh, you're right, yes. Yes, I think I've a match here somewhere. What are you... Who...
Thanks for the light, sucker.
William, sir. Sorry, sir. Thought you was another one from the papers.
Right, well, you better give me the story before I read it in the evenings.
Seems he was one of them, sir. A journalist. Bramley Blett of the Echo. Did some sort of society column.
Not short of suspects, that.
Yeah, not the most popular chap by all accounts, no, sir. Nose in everyone's business. Young lady found him on her way home from the office party with some chums in the small hours. Bit of a state she's in. He's not pretty.
What, no other witnesses? What about the cause, then?
Well, see for yourself, sir. It's a funny thing.
Oh, good grief. Thank you, Sergeant. It's a bit early in the morning, even for me. Single bullet to the head.
Yeah, that's just it, sir. Saw a bit of this sort of thing on the Somme. Strikes me there's no exit wound. And look here, round where the bullet went in. My God. That ring around the wound must be off the muzzle of the gun where it was put right up against his temple. And what I can't fathom is why it didn't take the whole of the other side of his head off.
The black ring.
Sir?
Never mind, Sergeant. Get a full copy of your report across to me as soon as you can.
Langford as Pixie in Conquest Marches On.
Try not to look too depressed to be back in the old smoke, desperado. Anyone would think you've been bored with all that sun, sand and sea.
I would have stayed another month if that was what it took to get you 100% again, funny face.
The thought!
Anyhow, now I've got you back to civilization, how'd you like to drag me off to that new show at the Criterion tonight?
Chance acquaintance. Well, even if you could buy me off that easily, which you can't, how do you propose we get tickets? It's a smash.
You grab a cab with the bags and I'll speed into town on the underground, pick up the tickets and get home to Underneath the Arches before you.
Conquest, you're on.
Excuse me, miss, if I could just open my paper. Thank you.
No, I won't. Get away from me, you swine! Leave me alone!
Hey, steady on, lady. No need to throw your fists around.
Let go of me, you blood-fucking... Leave me alone!
I don't know what you think your game is, but you're picking on the wrong man.
I know what your game is, you filthy animal! He's interfering with a young woman, assaulted her! Show her, fetch a policeman!
It was of you to put those beautiful flowers in my room.
I always think it's nice to come out to flowers, Miss Everard. It's good to have you back.
Now tell me honestly, Mandeville, do you think this gown is dramatic enough for the theatre?
Miss, you'll steal the show. 66.
Hello, that's you, Brother Mandy. 1066. Don't say anything. Ran into a spot of bother, and if I'm not lively, I could end up not getting Miss Joy to her seat by curtain up. Grab a cab, will you, and whistle down to Gun Street Police Station. I need you to bail me out.
Bail you out, Governor?
Don't ask. There's 50 quid in the bureau. And telephone Sweet William and ask him to come down as well. I think I might need his authority. On your skates, Mandy, and whatever you do,
Not a word to Miss Joy.
Yeah, but, sir,
Say a thing, Mandeville. I heard every word. You phone Chief Inspector Williams. I'll get down to Gun Street.
Shall I call you a taxi, miss?
I'll take the Hispano. It'll be quicker. Good evening, Officer Everard. Joy Everard. I understand you're holding Mr. Norman Conquest. Would you mind telling me on what charge?
You a friend of Mr. Conquest, miss?
Oh, his best.
Well, you see, miss, he's charged with assaulting a young lady, miss, on a train.
Ridiculous! Would it be helpful if I were to identify Mr. Conquest for you?
That would be helpful, yes, miss. If you take a look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Down.
You can lock up again, officer. I've never seen this man before in my life.
Now, hold on, Pixie. You're not going to...
Pixie! You can't, Pixie!
Why on earth do you suppose this fellow would want to try and pass himself off as Norman Conquest?
Well, from what I've heard of your Mr. Conquest, Miss Everard, it did sound a bit out of character for him to have done something like this.
Oh, absolutely. And you say that this beast just attacked the poor girl on the train without provocation as she was on her way home to... Where was it you said? Notting Hill?
No, Rushton Hill, miss. 23 Maple Court Road. I don't see... Miss?
Mitchell!
Sir?
You've got young Conquest here.
Well, I thought I had, sir, but, well, you just a second, mister. Miss Everard came by to bail him out and said she doesn't know him from Adam. So it's not Mr. Conquest after all. So I'm not quite sure who we've got, sir. And Miss Everard...
Mitchell, I think you'd better let me have a look.
Yes, sir.
Now, perhaps you'll take a seat and explain to me exactly what's going on this time, Conquest. They tell me you got fresh with some girl in the tube.
Well, I never touched the girl. She went for me like a wildcat.
Why?
How should I know? I was just looking through my paper to see if I could find the review for this show I should be enjoying with Pixie at this very moment when she went into a frenzy.
What paper?
Huh? Well, the Standard. Oh, forget the paper.
My God.
What's that?
Here. Look. The paper. The Black Ring.
The black what?
This advertisement. McJohn's Black Circle Whiskey. She must have thought you were a Black Ring agent. She must be another victim, so that's why she went off the handle. She's at breaking point, and when you appeared and flashed the sign at her, it sent her into a funk.
I'm beginning to think it must be me. Everyone around me seems to have gone completely round the twist. What the devil are you blathering about?
Had you ever heard of a man named Bramley Blett?
Writes the smut column?
That's the one. Or was. Someone put a steel spike through his brain in the early hours of this morning, left a neat black ring of printer's ink around the hole, but not a finger or footprint. All Blett left is a bank account, and that was cleaned out over the last 6 weeks. They bled him dry.
Blackmail?
Blatt was the third in 5 weeks. In each case, it's instant death. No witnesses, no clues, just a sign of the black ring. The news house can't get enough of it. It's front-page stuff. The 3 that had been murdered were victims who jibbed. They were done in public places, in spectacular ways, to put the wind up other victims to make sure that they all pay up.
Go on.
My fear is that there are maybe hundreds, literally under the yoke. Where are you going?
If I know Pixie at all, she'll have picked up the scent of intrigue from our Miss Mary Langford's little outburst on the train. And if your hunch about that girl and the Black Ring gang is right...
Lord.
Matches, Governor. Certainly. You know the rules. No one sees the boys. What's going to
No, I'm telling you, I've got to see him, and quick. There's trouble. If not him, then someone big.
Shut it. This better be important, or we'll both be for it. Inside this packet of fags, a slip of paper. It'll tell you where to go. Tell them you want your photograph taken. Tell them your name's West. Remember?
Photo?
Sling your rock. 10 players. There you go, sir. Cheerio. Black cats. You're never alone with a strain. Cigarettes. Cigarettes. Black cats. Black cats. Thank you. Black cats. Cigarettes. Cigarettes. Black cats. Cigarettes.
Can I help you, sir?
I want me photo taken.
Your name, sir?
Oh, yes, West. William West.
Oh, Mr. West, we've been expecting you. Sit here facing the mirror.
Yeah.
To make 1 or 2 adjustments to the camera, please. Don't move until I return.
What is it you want to tell me?
Voice, where are you?
If you get out of that chair, look, Marvin, it'll be the last move you ever make. No one sees the voice. Ever. So tell me, what have you got that's so important that couldn't go through the regular channels?
Okay, Chief. There's trouble. I was meant to collect from a girl, the Langford girl, this evening. I tailed her from her office and was about to make contact when she got off the tube.
Get to the point.
She went all wild all of a sudden, clawing and screaming at this bloke on a train. Anyway, there was such a crush, this fella couldn't scarp her, but he didn't even try. I heard this young bloke give his name when he was arrested. Conquest, he says. All bold like. Norman Conquest.
Go on.
As soon as I heard it was Conquest, I followed them to the station, Gun Street. They was in there a while when Mary Langford comes out. There's a taxi waiting for her. I thinks to myself, I'll stick around for Conquest. Then Conquest's girl arrives.
Everard.
Anyhow, she's out of the station again in a flash and away. I'm in two minds whether to go after her when Williams arrives. Yeah, you know him.
Chief Inspector Williams.
He comes out again a bit later with Conquest at the double. And they're best of mates too, by the looks of things, because Williams gets Conquest to drive his car.
And you came directly to me.
That's right, boss. Thought you ought to know, like, as soon as possible.
And your vigilance will be rewarded. Good work, Marvin. See Chick at the kiosk tomorrow. There'll be an extra 200 for you. Now go quickly. This interview was ended.
Oh, do you have to overtake on blind Ben's Conquest? It wasn't blind, sweet William. I could see that there was no oncoming traffic in the reflection in the chemist's window. It's a big operation. There'll be weak links. Haven't you nabbed one of the pickup men in the act and made him put a finger on the big boss?
Oh, we can't make it stick. They'll approach the victim and make themselves known in any number of ways. An ebony ring on a finger, a cigarette lighter with a black ring motif, or something like the advertisement you touched at the poor girl tonight. The sharks we have cracked don't have any more idea about who their boss is than us. Every now and then we think, but try not to hit anything, Conquest. I think we've got a line on the voice, but it always fizzles out.
The voice?
No one's ever got a glimpse of this mysterious figure. Not even his own people. They've just heard him. And we've no clues at all as to who or where he might be.
Tell me, sweet William, do you believe in fate?
Fate? No, I don't. What are you driving at?
Well, you should, Bill, you should. I've scarcely hit the tarmac, and fate shoves me into that redhead on the train.
Terribly sorry. I was so silly on the train.
Don't worry, Mary. Everything will be all right now. You'll see.
You must believe I didn't do anything bad. It was just that there was such a lot of work suddenly, and I just wanted to help poor Mr. Chester all I could. It never occurred to me until I received that beastly call that anyone could think... And the voice said that they'd tell Mrs. Chester and there would be a divorce and I would be named as co-respondent.
Mary, you haven't really done anything wrong, have you?
Well, sometimes he would buy me supper, but it was only because we were working solidly through the evening. I'd take my portable typewriter and he'd dictate. We worked quicker than at the office. And once, when we finished a big project, he took me dancing to celebrate. I didn't want to offend him. He was just being kind. It was the next day I got the demand from the voice. I would have gone to the police, but the Black Ring murders.
Don't cry, Mary. We're going back to the station to withdraw those charges and let Norman Conquest sort it all out. I expect by now he's getting a little impatient.
The headlights. You can't see a thing.
Correction, Bill. You can't see a thing. I've had my left eye shut for the last mile and it's already adjusted to the darkness. I don't want to let everyone in Maple Court Road know that we've arrived, do we? Now, kill the engine and we should coast nicely.
Mary Langford's is number 23. Must be up at the far end.
Wait here until I flash a signal, sweet William. I want to be sure to surprise our friends if they're planning a welcoming party. I'll take that, thank you. 45. Nice. Couldn't help noticing the tip of your cigarette a bit early in the year for glowworms to be lurking in the bushes. Okay, friend, let's find Chief Inspector Williams, shall we?
Quick, Marty!
Not falling! Not quite quick enough, Marty!
Conquest!
Damn it, Bill, I thought you were going to stay with the car. We've lost them now. Back of my head, but I'm thrilled to say I don't think this is my blood. Caught one of them on the nose.
Oh, it must have exploded.
Should make him a bit easier to pick out in the crowd, anyway.
Yes, you tunnelled out of Gun Street. Or did you make such a nuisance of yourself that they threw you out? You do look a sight. Hello, Chief.
Hello, Joy. Good to see you back in one piece, and obviously back on form.
I couldn't resist it, Desperado. Besides, I rather fancy the idea of tracking down single-handed the wicked woman that had framed you.
Yes. As for you, Miss Langford...
Please let me explain.
There's no need. I haven't been back a day, and I've already got London's newest, dirtiest crime organisation after my blood. I can see lots and lots of fun ahead.
There can't be anybody left in there, surely. It's almost broad daylight.
It's never late when you're at a nightclub, Inspector. Until midnight. And after that, it's early.
Seen that character before? Over there at the cigarette stand. I'm sure he bought cigarettes earlier.
You're right, Desperado. I recognise his grubby old Macintosh. It's not half an hour since he bought the last pack.
I'm sure that kiosk is some sort of command post for the ring. Our friend with the ears like wingnuts behind the counter is somehow passing instructions along with a pack of cigarettes and matches.
That's why the thug you tackled outside Miss Langford's had so many cigarettes on him.
But I can't see any sign of a telephone. So where are the orders coming from? Pixie, you're a bit of a thespian.
Come back in 20 minutes. There's a customer coming.
Yes, miss. You okay, miss? You don't look too well.
Oh, I'm all right. I just came over a bit faint, that's all.
Blimey.
Hang on to your hat, Bill. What was the general idea? I wouldn't bother, Bill. I don't think you'll catch him. You're right, Pixie. Nice work. Now then, what have we got here?
What the devil is that?
It's a miniature communication tube, if I'm not mistaken. Runs on compressed air by the look of it, like the ones in the department stores. And look!
What does it say?
Notify 29. Proceed Catford at once. Give each the works.
That message can't have come far. This tube must go to that photographic studio. And that means the voice must be in there right now.
Conquest, wait for me!
Who you mean?
Come on out, voice! Show yourself before I tear the place apart. I know you're in here somewhere. Like that. There you are. Hiya, voice.
But you can't be. I shot you.
That's what you think. I never did like blackmailers.
No! Oh!
What's the rush, boys? I've just started. Smile for the birdie.
Oh!
Looking glass.
Good Lord. A hidey hole behind a trick mirror. Is that microphone?
Allow me to introduce...
The voice.
That's Manny O'Levy, the manager of the Gates of Hercules. And look here. This must be the thing that drove the spike through Brett's brain. There's black ink still around the rim.
Nasty little toy. And you'd better get down to Catford to mop up, Bill.
Norman, are you all right?
Couldn't be better, Pixie, thanks to this. Your performance was terrific, by the way.
You crafty rogue. Bulletproof, is it?
Exactly. Thought it might come in useful.
Conquest, I don't know how you do it. Oh, wait a moment. Conquest, what about my car?
I suppose you do realize I'm going to miss half the first act because of you dragging me down.
Oh, damn the first act, Conquest. Take a look.
Ring. But why bump him off in a school playground and daub black paint all round him? And why riddle him with so many bullets?
Why? Today's papers are full of how we've got the voice, how we smashed the black ring. Oh, I can see tomorrow's headlines already. I'll be the laughing stock of the force. The voice is still out there. We're no closer to him now, and the ring goes on.
I'm devilish sorry about O'Levy, Bill, but when I grabbed him, I really thought I'd got the big shot.
Well, there's nothing more you can do here. You might as well get back to Miss Everett at the theatre. And Conquest, watch your step. They've been gunning for you, too.
Thanks, Bill. I will. no extra charge for a bit of volume.
Oh, it's you, Governor.
Now listen up, Mandy. I need you to shoot down here as soon as you can.
What, to the theatre, sir? Don't you want to give me your number?
Well, forget the number. It's the criterion. Wait for me outside the main entrance. Can't say any more on the phone, but it's important. Don't fail me, Mandy.
But, sir, what...
Taxi!
Conquest to a tea. Yeah, the dope will hang around the theatre till the show's over. Yeah. Trains with all his bread. What is keeping you? These locks are a bit tasty. OK, I've got 'em, we're in. Yeah, must just be one of his gadgets. Puts the lights on automatic when he comes in. Yeah, now, keep your guard up. He may have other... Shut up! It's him! Conquest, he's not supposed to be here! Get out of sight!
Well, it'll be a chance acquaintance indeed if we ever do get to see the show.
Hello, what's Mandy up to?
Why?
Well, the lobby lights, they should have come on. I told Livingston that if he was going out...
Conquest!
I got him! He's down!
But not quite out, brother!
That's enough! Let him go, Conquest!
You harm one hair!
Don't you listen to him, desperado!
David! Get up, Butch! Pull yourself together! Rope him good! That's it! And search him! He's bound to be rodded up!
I never carry a rod in my tuxedo, Marty. How's the nose?
Cut the cracks, Conquest!
Conquest! Norman! You beasts!
Party, eh?
Pixie, are you...
I'm okay. How's the head?
What have you done with Mandeville? If you...
Yeah, since he don't seem to be around, I thought you and the lady might like a nightcap. Scotch all right?
If you're going to try and force that stuff on the
Bit
lady...
much for her, you think? Well, see these? Yeah, and after you've had your drinks, we're going to take you outside for some fresh air, out on a railway.
Let her go, for God's sake. She won't do anything.
Only hound these vermin to the end of the earth.
You young fool. They might have
Hold
spared
him,
you.
Butch. We'll deal with her later. How's that? That's it. Just so both their necks are on the rail. Sweetly done. Come on, here, train's coming. No need for us to be around when it stops. Let's get out of it.
Can you hear me? Sir?
Livingston, I presume.
Oh, blimey, Governor. I'm glad you're coming round. Better take it easy for a bit.
What hit me? What are we doing up here? I feel like I've been run over by a bull elephant.
Them two men, Governor. Remember? Brought you up here onto the tracks through the trap door.
Them two?
Pixie. She's all right, sir. Ain't even scratched. Out for the count, though. I took her back down inside.
Tell you just what happened. You saw the train was coming, and you rushed onto the line and hauled us off it with so little time to spare you were very nearly mown down yourself.
Well, Governor, it was a bit close.
You risked your neck to save ours, and it's no good shaking your head like that. You can't fool me. I'm unfoolable. It sounds silly to say it, but thanks.
It sounds silly, Governor, because it is silly. Besides, it wasn't me that got you and Miss Joy out of this mess. You did it yourself. Wasn't it you that arranged to always say 1066 whenever you telephoned?
What on earth has that got to do with it?
Well, everything hinged on that. I'd have been completely fooled otherwise, because the voice on the telephone, well, it was yours, Governor. I'd have sworn it. I was halfway to the theatre, but it just kept gnawing away. Even when I reminded you, or whoever it was, you still didn't give me your code signal. Well, in the end, I just had to tell the cabby to turn round.
Remind me to double your wages in the morning, Brother Mandy. Hello. More trouble already?
You're still alive, then?
Your concern is touching, Sweet William. We were billed as killings 2 and 3 tonight. A couple of knockout drops in a glass of malt, and a train would have prevented the hangover if it hadn't been for our hero of the hour, Livingston, here.
Good Lord, did you get a look at them?
As my friend Marty of the squashed nose from the other night and his pal-weared neck. Which reminds me, Livingston, did you set the automatic light latch when you went out?
Of course. I wasn't likely to forget that, sir.
Good man. In that case, Bill, you can take a look at them for yourself. Development of the tin type.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, they're a handsome-looking pair. I'm damned if that ugly devil in front isn't Fred Bars. I've never seen a better snap. How the hell did you get it?
Simplicity itself. The camera is hidden in the barometer opposite the front door. When someone enters uninvited, it trips a flash gun and the camera shutter along with the lights. You know where this Fred Bars lives?
Yeah, he's a dip. I picked him up last in Kennington about a year ago. Dingy old slum off the main road. Fairview Mansions, I think it was called. You know, I bet it was these characters that bumped off poor Hodgson earlier as well.
Hodgson?
The corpse you saw in Catford nigh on cut in half with a Tommy gun turned out to have been the doorman of G.H. Chester and Company Limited.
Gerald Chester? Mary Langford's employer?
The same. Now, Conquest, you can't blame.
Damn it, I do, Bill. If I hadn't been so half-witted as to mistake that snake Manny O'Levy for the voice, that doorman would still be alive, and Pixie...
All right. I'm going to pick up a squad from headquarters and go and pay Fred Barr or Marty or whatever he likes to call himself a visit. And you are not going to start any more trouble.
Oh, me? Be yourself, Sweet William. Do you think I'd leave Pixie in this condition even if I was up to it? And that dope has given me a thick head.
Okay, but what's your step, Conquest? Oh, can I keep this picture?
Be my guest. Just make sure you nail them, Bill. Well, good night and good hunting. I'd better see you to the door before I turn in. I don't know where Livingston's crept off to.
I thought if you was going to Kennington, you might like me to drive, Governor, since you've had a bit to drink.
What about...
Miss Joy seems comfortable enough sleeping it off on the back seat, sir. I didn't like to leave her alone. Oh, I thought you might like your watch with the razor files in the band, the number 3 lighter, and your cigarette case. And I thought the Luger. It's loaded. Safety catch on.
You'll do, Brother Mandy. We're going to get Marty and a line on the voice, the real voice this time. All set, and put your foot on it.
That's it, sir. Fairview Mansions.
Aptly named.
Sir?
Oh, forget it, Brother Mandy. Looks as though everyone's in bed except for our night owls.
No balcony on that top floor, Governor.
Looks as though there's a bit of a ledge on the brickwork, though. And the window's slightly open. Wait for me here, Livingston, and keep your eyes skinned.
If it's all the same, Governor, I don't think I'll watch.
I'll raise you fast. Here, boy. Why ain't Marty ever got any beer in the flat?
Beautiful.
Everything's Jake, boy. Chick was late, but what the hell? The alibis are sewn up, and take a butcher's at this.
How much?
300 jimmies, and we split 3 ways.
Aye?
Yeah, of course, we butch, and we'll split this jack right away. Here.
It's a swindle to take the cash, boys. What made you think you would kill me so easily?
Yeah, but
Thanks, I'll take that. Useful for petty cash. No, I shouldn't do that, Marty, if I were you. And Butch, put me on the spot, okay? Ow! Dope me, put me on the tracks, that's okay too. But do the same to young pigs and you're asking for trouble, and I'm here to deliver it.
The orders! We was just doing what we was told.
Remember this, Comrade Marty. If you so much as think of laying a finger on Pixie again, I'll kill you with my bare hands.
You'll wake the neighbours, Bill.
You've gone too far this time. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all, Bill. The show's over. Exhibit A, Marty. Exhibit B...
Damn it, man, you are not the law!
If not good the law would have been with their alibis to protect them. All you need now is an ambulance.
But I need evidence.
Well, yeah, you better take charge of these then. Careful, I expect they're loaded. And I'll bet that if you search the flat, you'll find the Tommy gun they used to murder poor old Hodgson.
I might have known. I raced over here from the yard, but if anyone wanted to be here ahead of you, Conquest, he'd have to be like a flash of lightning.
here.
Not bad for a night's work. I hope this tea's super strong.
What do you make of this wavy print here on the top banknote? Mandeville told me all about the blood-curdling happenings. When I woke up, I thought I had 2 heads.
I must say, you weigh your liquor well. No sign of dissipation at all.
Thought I'd better wake you. Gerald Chester has called to see you.
God help me, Conquest. I didn't know what to do. The voice, it was terrifying. I just can't do it. I don't have that sort of money. I told Mary that I wouldn't pay. I'd go to the police and come clean with my wife and face the consequences.
How could you?
I know it was cruel, but I was out of my mind with worry. Of course she crumpled. I couldn't think of what to do. Mary had told me of your kindness towards her.
Is your flat on the phone? Good. Pixie, phone Mary. Tell her we're on our way. I'll get the car.
I expect Mary's in the sitting room. After you, Miss Everard. Miss Conquest.
Freeze! All of you.
Get off!
Reach! Conquest. You too, Chester. Any yap from either of yous, and this dog gets it.
I'll do whatever you want.
Shut your trap, bud. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Now take it easy, sister. Just gotta cuff you.
There's no need to put those on the lady.
Damn it! We heard you two work pretty good together. Okay, now frisk him good. Yeah, that's it. Wallet. Cigarette case. Lighter. That's it. Hey, don't forget the wristwatch. That's a swell piece. Must have cost plenty. Okay, now get in there, all of yous, with the other day.
No!
Come on.
They'd kill Miss Everard first if I called out to warn you.
It's all right, Mary.
Just tell me what you want.
Pretty tough with the ladies, you boys from the Bronx.
Shoot your mouth off some more, buddy, and I'll fix you good.
Please, no.
Stop sniveling, lady. Nobody's gonna hurt you or your boss.
I don't understand.
You don't need to. Soon as it's dark, we're out of here with these two.
What are you going to do with them?
Mary, it's all right. Nothing's going to happen.
They can't do anything here. They'd never get away. And they can't move us until it's dark.
You mean we just have to wait here until dark and then you'll leave us alone?
Boy, are you dumb. Might as well get comfortable, bud. We got a nice long afternoon ahead of us. Take it easy. We're sitting pretty. What's eating you anyhow?
I don't know. That Conquest guy. There's something about him. I'd like to blast that calm look off his kisser.
And have half of Oxford Street on us in a second. You know how the voice said he wanted it played. Take it easy, huh? It's a cinch. Here, have one of his smokes and relax. Hey, watch him. Sit down, buddy, or else.
Rather crummy with the paperweight than risk a shot, eh? Interesting.
I'll spill your brains on the carpet just as easy with this. Now sit down. That's better. Now let's all settle down, shall we?
Conquest.
Why don't this work?
I'm on fire!
The curtain! Up here!
Mary, Chester! Follow Pixie!
The flat was gutted, Conquest, and you expect me to believe it's all down to your cigarette lighter?
My number 3. In fact, it works perfectly normally until you slide the catch so, and then you have a supply of highly compressed acetylene gas, enough to cut through 1-inch steel plate. I just had time to throw the switch before they took it from me. Then it was just a case of waiting for the fireworks.
You and your tricky gadgets. It's just incredible the 4 of you got out of there. One of those gorillas that burns to the bone on his hand. It'll be weeks before I can question either of them.
Where's Mary now? Is she all right?
I sent her home with a constable on guard. I couldn't get a thing out of Chester. He's scuttled off to his home at Marlow. Scared stiff the truth will come out and hit the headlines. It would ruin him, of course.
Conquest. Just before the lighter went off, when you made your move to distract them, and Walt went to crown you with the paperweight.
Good work, Pixie. You spotted it.
Spotted what? Will one of you tell me what you're looking so smug about?
Gentleman to see you, sir.
I said I wasn't to be disturbed. Has he got a name?
His name is Norman Conquest. That'll be all.
I'm glad you've come, Conquest. I have been feeling better, but I don't know. Perhaps it's this storm coming.
You're going to get a storm this evening, all right. Sit down. Relax.
Oh, I can't relax. I keep wondering if they're going to come for their money.
Well, cease wondering. I'm here.
Good God, you! Are you the Black Ring agent?
Oh, come off it, voice. I might as well collect the money as well as anyone else.
Are you mad? Why do you call me that?
Oh, you're clever, voice. Damned clever. But this time you've made one or two careless blunders.
You're raving. Please, Conquest, put that gun away. Damn it, man. I'm one of the Black Ring's victims.
You had young Mary Langford fooled, had me fooled for a while, too. But you know, I don't think you ever did fool Pixie. I've got your number now, voice. Put your hands on top of your head and keep them there.
No, I tell you, Conquest, you've got this all wrong.
It's a nice trap you set, coming to see me. You knew I'd go to help Mary Langford. You even arranged for those thugs from Hell's Kitchen to play rough with you. But really, the only item on the agenda was to kill young Pixie and me.
For God's sake, this is preposterous. Man alive, if I'd wanted to kill you, why would I have gone to the trouble of trying to fool you?
Not me, Miss Langford. She would keep you clear of any suspicion afterwards.
I don't know what you're getting at.
I'll tell you. When your American cousin went to brain me with that chromium paperweight, something struck me.
I wish he had. I don't see what this is.
I saw the bottom of this paperweight. It was at that moment that I knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that you were the voice. Unusual, isn't it? That pattern on the bottom, sort of wavy link, stands out with that dried ink. I wonder who upset the inkwell, you or your trusty go-between, Chick.
I still don't see.
Oh, you will, you will. I paid Marty and his pals a visit last night. Welcoming fellows they are, but to cut a long story, they let me have this. Recognize it? It's the advance you so generously shelled out. Prematurely, it now seems, for my untimely demise.
Damn you.
The really interesting bit is this, though. Look here, on the top £20 note, it's a neat print, a bit faint, granted, of that unusual wavy pattern.
You're sharp, Conquest, but you'll get nowhere with this. You can't prove a thing.
I'll admit I fell for your story at first.
And that story holds. Stop bluffing, Conquest. What if I am the voice who daren't shoot? I'm a man of high integrity in the city, and I'm a known victim of the Black Ring gang. You pull that trigger, and you'll swing at the end of a rope.
I'm here to put you behind bars where you belong.
You've given me more trouble than I anticipated, Conquest, but next time I'll kill you. Yes, damn it, I'll get you. I'll be ready for you. You and your tricky gadgets.
Oh, you mean like this one?
What?
The beauty of my gadgets is that you never know when they're staring you in the face, like now.
It's not a gun at all.
Correct. It's a microphone. It doesn't shoot bullets.
Then you're dead, Conquest.
But it does spray knockout gas. Did you get all that, Bill? Hello, Bill. Can you hear me?
Conquest!
Ah, there you are, Bill. Did you get all that?
Oh, yes. Get some handcuffs on me, Sergeant.
Sir?
I'm sorry I doubted these earphones, Conquest. I heard every word. It's incredible. But you took a bit of a risk with the gas, didn't you? I mean, what if it hadn't taken effect?
Have you ever known one of my gadgets to let me down?
Many thanks, Conquest. When Marty and his cronies hobble out of hospital, they can all join their boss, the voice, here in the dock of the Old Bailey. But why the grim look, eh? Well done. You've done a great job.
He'll be... Desperado, are you all right?
What's that, funny face?
You've got a strange look.
Can't blame me for that. Talk to my parents.
You know what I mean. That sort of frown you get.
Where is Bill? If we miss cutting up again, I'm going to give up on this show.
Don't try to change the subject. Something's bothering you. You can't fool me. What's up?
1066.
1066. Governor, jam jar's all ready for you.
Beautiful timing, Brother Mandy. We'll come down to the garage right away.
Thank you, Mandeville. We'll see you when we see you.
Very good, Miss Joy. I'll let the Chief Inspector know you've got on ahead, then.
Stand clear, Mandy. I'll open the garage door. What? Stay in the car, but get down.
Desperado, what is going on?
Governor, I might be wrong, but I thought I caught sight of the flashes.
You thought right, Brother Mandy. I see him skulking in the shadows over by the canal. Pigsy!
Before you ask, no. In case you hadn't noticed, there's not really anywhere to conceal a gun in this frock.
I reckon I can get back to the door, Governor, and get inside.
Stay down. Damn, that was close, Mandy. The rat's got us cold here. He'll pick us off in his own time if we don't do something fast. Mandy, can you reach those tools? Slide over the biggest spanner you can find, will you? Right. Pixie, keep your head down below the dashboard. When I say I want you to turn on the Hispano's lights full on, full beam, right?
What are you going to do, Desperado? You'll never get all the way across the road.
I'll get as close as I need to while he's dazzled. Now Now, Pixie! Now! Your gun, eh? Say your prayers, slime. Get off! Aiming for me, pal? Well, let me make it easy for you. This close enough? Well.
It's the one from the kiosk with the big ears.
Our friend with the wingnuts. Hold on to him, Mandy. He's coming round. Ah, right on his cue.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, Conquest. The Miss Everard. Good Lord, have I missed something?
Bill, allow me to introduce the real voice.
It's a lie. Try and prove it, Conquest. Try and prove I'm the voice.
In times of stress, we're apt to slip into our natural tones, aren't we?
Good grief, that voice. It must be. Oh, but damn it, Conquest, are you absolutely sure this...
It was clever of him to pose as an underling of the gang. Even his own agents thought he was just a go-between. Remember when he used to sit in that cigarette kiosk? He was actually giving orders, not just passing them on. Manny O'Leary was just one of his agents looking after the nightclub end of the game, and Gerald Chester was another in charge of the city department. It's my bet that they'll both sing to try and save their necks once they know that the voice is under lock and key.
I'll kill you for this, Conquest, so help me. I'll get you! I'll get you all somehow!
The only thing that you're going to get is the full weight of British justice. Voice. You're going to stand in the dock of the Old Bailey with your cronies and answer for the Blatt and Hudson's killings. And innocent victims like young Mary Langford can breathe again, safe in the knowledge that you are behind bars.
You think you're so smart, Conquest? You think you're so
You don't have time for that, your dribble voice. You're in a hurry. Don't be silly, voice. You're in. Bolt it, Mandeville. You should feel quite at home, voice. There are normally more rats in there than coal. Here, take this pistol, Mandy. If he gives you any trouble...
With pleasure, Governor. Conquest?
Bill, I've been promising to take Pixie to this infernal show since the first moment we got off the aeroplane. This time, not even the voice is going to stop me. You're coming.
Let me out, you swine!
Do you think that rat will have frozen completely solid in the coal cellar by now, Desperado?
Oh, I think he'll survive. Long enough to face justice. Warn him out. Sweet William.
You shouldn't have done it, Norman.
Done what?
You know what I mean. I nearly had heart failure when I saw you race out across the road. If you'd missed with that spanner, that was a crazy thing to do.
There wasn't any real risk, funny face. The voice was dazzled by the car's headlamps besides. It all worked out, didn't it?
In Conquest Marches On, adapted by Guy Fithen from the book by Barclay Gray, Christopher Cazenove played Norman Conquest, and Bonnie Langford played Pixie. Richard Davis played Chief Inspector Williams, Colin Spall, Mandeville Livingston, Jack Claff, The Voice, Hetty Baines, Mary Langford, Gavin Muir, Mr. Chester, Steve Hodson, Walt, and Richard Tate, Beetle. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Music was composed by Robert Rigby. Conquest Marches On was produced by Stuart Richards and Michael Cameron and is a Mr. Punch production. The director was Adrian Bean.